You could have still been
Happy
alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we basically are here because we had nothing better to do at all. We're not here to see whether Drake lives or dies.
Drake's not dying.
We're not here to see whether Lex can actually pull her barbarian head out of her butt long enough to learn how to do surgery in 30 seconds or less.
Surgery in 30 seconds or less.
I have both
Honestly, that sounds like a thing a barbarian would do. Lex is going to be that one surgeon that had a 300% death rate in one surgery.
I was just about to bring that up. Fastest
I have
surgery
gentle
ever.
repose and animate dead, so it don't matter. If he goes down, we can hold him
I have general repose
until we
and
can
dead.
get a
If he goes
resurrection.
down, if he dies, he dies.
If he
If
dies,
he dies, I can make sure he walks around for a little bit longer. It's cool. We can have Drake be my puppet for 24 hours and then resurrect him.
I
don't know how I feel
we
about that
literally
one.
ended
I
on
love
Drake's
this plan.
initiative.
I mean,
Actually,
That's
don't
right, we
die
did.
and we don't have
This is
to
a very
find
good
out
question.
what Callie's going to do with your
Since
corpse.
we're still in initiative, does the bless carry over?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
The bless is still in effect because we have not ended that combat round.
Yeah.
So we are still in combat and we're still going off of initiative levels. And hi everyone, welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we just start with chaos and it goes downhill from there. Tonight is Wednesday, and Wednesday means it is time for our Kingdoms of Mist game. Kingdoms of Mist is our D&D homebrew campaign that is a little bit of Treasure Planet and a lot of bit of Three Stooges.
That's fair.
Last week we had an amazing encounter with an army of devils, a flying pirate ship, a city in the trees that's falling over, and of course everything that goes along with that, which is basically all the chaos that I can think to throw into one. So at this point, we have our players are still in combat. Drake and Lex stole an airship and literally assassinated the general leading the army of devils. But in so doing, took a lot of risks with their speed and ended up flying into trees, probably going about Mach 6. And they became just like a fucking ping pong ball off the trees. And by the time they came to rest, how much crush damage did you guys take? Or bludgeoning damage?
Enough.
was a
Like
bunch.
30 or 40.
Stupid amount. Let me see if I can find
Well,
the old rolls.
23 was half, so I think it was 46.
It was 46. 46 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage they took from basically being entombed in the ship as it was smashed into a little ball around them. Of course, Drake was I think you only had 15 hit points at that point.
Uh-huh.
So Drake is pierced through multiple times by the framing of this ship. Lex is actually trapped in the frame of the ship and has to get their way out, but is still conscious. I think Val, Callie, Aeom, and Utopia. I know Aeom.
Airman Utopia fell off the
Yeah.
skiff.
Aeom
Aeon
out the
fucking
skiff.
died again.
Oh yeah, Aeom died.
Again.
Everybody
saved-
has a buddy
but he
right now.
saved
That's the
Utopia.
important part.
He saved Utopia by catching onto a building as they were falling, and then grabbing Utopia with the other hand. And literally, he died from the force damage of them both slamming into the wall of the building, and then they both toppled to the ground. Utopia landing very hurt but alive. Aeom landing in a crumpled heap. And so Utopia spent their next action using their lay on hands to bring him back, probably almost to full.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
Yeah,
Like
so
50, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking died again.
he fucking died again.
Stop fucking dying, man!
So that was Aeom's dramatic expression for the evening. But she gave you back like 50 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm
I
50 or
gave
67.
him the
so.
whole pool, which is 50.
And so now Utopia's pool of healing is spent, but Aeom is feeling much better.
Yes.
Much less like a splattered fly on a windshield.
Oi.
Oh,
And,
that's gonna get rough.
I do believe Val, I remember what
We're on the
We're
on the
Val
skiff.
and
We're on the
Callie
ship.
are in the skiff with Remy.
Still on the,
Yeah.
we're still on
And
the
a
thing.
friend. Y'all made a you guys made a friend.
Callie got
Oh,
impaled
right.
by a
That's
spear.
right. The bone devils that climbed up on the back of the skiff, and Callie got nailed by one.
Yeah, I got super
Phrasing?
nailed.
Super
Penetrated
phrasing.
and nailed.
Somebody got stabbed and nailed. Somebody got
As
Iron
you
Maiden.
can tell, ladies and gentlemen, Horny Jail will be full momentarily.
Sure will.
It hasn't. It
am
hasn't
alright.
even slowed
I
down.
am innocent.
You are sweet,
Bullshit.
innocent, and yeah, everything.
I am-
everything.
I am
You're
an
not
innocent little
Brona
pastel
right now.
princess.
You're not Brona right now.
You're not Brona right now. Yeah. This would be the line. You're dating. No, we're not. We're fucking.
No,
That is?
That's appropriate.
Oh, you're
for
dating.
situation.
That's gonna be Lex with the
Almost spits
polycule.
up Pepsi.
I'm
Hey,
using
Mama.
this line.
With the polycule.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I should have warned you when I invited you to come in and see the stream that we're 18 plus. We have warnings that I'm supposed to put into chat, but I keep forgetting. The only thing we don't do is we're not drinking any alcohol because that would make things so bad. We would get so banned.
You mean
boy?
y'all would get so bad? I would drink as much as y'all and still be stone sober. It's bullshit.
Not if we gave you that Long Island iced tea again.
That was a
Ooh,
quart.
We
I
have
took
video
down a quart
evidence
of
that
Long
you
Island
can
iced
get
tea.
buzz, sir.
Yeah, off a quart of Long Island.
Hey, we didn't say it would be cheap to get you buzz. We just said we could
No,
get
it's
you
some
there.
bullshit. What I wouldn't do to be able to just drink 2 beers and be good.
So, as I was saying, it was chaos, it was anarchy, and we ended in the combat on Drake's initiative. So the first thing we're going to start out with this game is Drake rolling his first death save. So,
What a way to start!
but before we get to that, I have to do 2 things. Number 1, I have to fix a camera because I just noticed that Sam's camera is all messed up. And then we have to go over some
Not my fault.
details. First, it's not your fault. It's my fault. It's completely my fault. I'm a horrible.
Hold on,
Okay,
I
so
can
you
only
admit
touch
that
things on
everything
my
is your
end
fault and
slightly.
that you're horrible.
I
Okay,
I didn't
made
perfect.
even
the
notice there's
world.
anything wrong.
I need you to stop
You're
talking
why
shit
we
about
can't
my
have
friend
nice
like that,
things.
Ray. I don't
That
appreciate
should help
that.
it a little bit. That should help it a little bit.
Oh, no,
Hold
it's
on.
perfect.
Now.
The only person that gets to talk shit about you is us.
Well,
That's
and
it.
you do a good job of it. By the way, I will tell you right now that one other guy, EXE, we just call him EXE.
Yeah.
He is the meme king, and in our Discord, we have a channel. We have channels that we use kind of like out of character for the
What have you done?
shows, and the Kingdom of Mist channel, and now, oddly enough, the Emerald Sanctum's channel are now full of fucking memes from people just like creating memes based off the fucking it's literally live updates on the memes. It's
I
fucking
love it.
real time. Real
I
time
love it.
memeing. So that happens if you want to join our Discord.
Live memeing. Live memeing.
Live memeing.
It's a thing. It's a thing now.
So everyone, how my amazing cast of people let me abuse them on a regular basis.
That don't sound right.
Phrasing.
It may not
It's
sound
okay.
right, but it feels so good.
Don't you
so-
threaten me with a good time, Ray. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
So I don't threaten anyone unless you pay a little extra. So this next
That's an
part is
option.
where we say
Subscribe to
how
his
everyone's-
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans it is. The next part is where we see how our amazing players are doing tonight. Hello. How is everyone tonight? Everyone doing good?
We're doing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know. Since Rob got here late. Rob, how you been?
Oh.
No.
Wow, rude.
How dare you?
They're literally like the first words out of their mouth.
I'm alive.
Hey, we are
It's a-
very happy to hear that.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't
am
worry.
We're a little worried.
we
A little worried.
are- we love you. We love you massively, and we are so happy you're here. I was actually getting mad, but now I'm
Yes.
happy. So that's a better thing. That gives
Come
Drake
on,
like
get
a 12%
happy.
greater chance of living. Because I'm
Well,
happy.
first time.
Oh.
It's still gonna be based,
12%
it's
of the
still gonna be
plan.
based on his dice rolls, unless we're gonna do what Sam suggested and let me roll the death saves and not
No.
say where he's at.
No.
Oh,
See,
those give me
no.
such
that was the
anxiety. I
audience,
love
the
it
audience
so
will know
much.
because they'll be able to see the rolls.
Oh, bet. Then we'll just watch. We'll just watch the stream.
Wait, y'all
real
don't do
fucking
that?
close.
Let me go ban you from the streams real quick.
Oh, no.
And during Pride Month.
Oh no,
And
I'm
during
Keep it up.
Pride
Still
wait,
Pride
wait,
Month.
wait,
That's
wait, wait.
homophobic.
Go ahead and say it.
Still Pride Month.
Yes. It's,
Okay,
so
that's
Pride.
homophobic. Okay,
I
keep the
usually
shirt.
keep
Keep
the
the
stream
shirt.
up, but I primarily pop the chat out and put it to the side. I'm not actively watching it because I've got character sheet here, the map there, Discord up there, the
I like
chat
to
from
do stuff
Twitch
for the
there.
giveaways, so I do keep it up.
So all you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, is that we keep digital dice roller, and we have discovered that the digital dice rollers are fucking assholes,
Yeah, they are.
and
Yeah,
they
they
will
are.
fuck you over with no qualms about it.
None whatsoever.
Very
So-
true. Very true. Very true.
Let me roll. You guys are already getting betrayed by chat. This is going to be a wonderful
Oh,
night.
man.
So, but seriously, Rob, thank you very much for getting here. I know that
Yeah.
real life can often be very, very, very stressful, and I really am glad you were able to make it. And much for being.
Thank you.
Now, let's go ahead and bug other people. Though. You know what? Cassie is just adjacent to Rob on my screen. Cassie,
I am. I'm
are
here.
you ready? Are you
I'm
prepared?
ready. Let's go.
You have 15 whole hit points, and I think maybe 2 spell slots left. How you feeling?
I have
and no
2
wild
hit
shapes.
points left. I have 2 hit points left. Did it not update on the thingy? Yeah, I have 2 hit points left. I have a handful of spells left.
It is so.
Yeah, I have a handful of spells. I have 2 hit points. I am out of wild shapes, so I can't turn into anything. I get no halo of spores. But hopefully I can kill this guy that's got me pinned, because then I can turn him into a zombie.
And you always need more friends.
I do need friends. I need lots of friends.
Always. We all always need.
Sweet tea special.
What?
Special.
Bro, we haven't even started yet.
Yeah,
That
but
is
can I be
okay.
here?
They're cruel and unusual people.
Ah,
I'm
that
busy
is
putting
okay, though.
The D&D Beyond dice roller in chat, so I get exempted. All right, here we go.
That's what I have for tonight.
Actual water or is it
I
vodka?
promise. No, actual water. If this was vodka, I would not be able to. You know what? We're not even going to go there. We're not even going to go there.
Yeah, we had too many incidences previously on the stream, so we banned controlled substances, or even
For good reason.
regulated substances.
For good reason.
Yes. So,
What just fell over?
Cassie, thank you
I'll
so
worry about
much
it later.
for your warm introduction. Rob and Cassie, who are you guys playing tonight?
I'm playing Aeom. Sorry.
I know we've already mentioned him a couple of times. Aeon, the
Yes.
recently dead, but back.
But back, and got to have a fun talk with Utopia.
During combat.
Gonna
Ooh,
have-
yeah, that's right. A mid-combat like feels moment.
It's gonna be fun.
Alright. And Cassie, who are you playing?
I'm playing Kalvatea Tesara, also known as Callie, the Spore Druid.
Oh, Drew. She is the light beam of sunshine that just likes to walk around with her zombie.
You
No,
gotta take your zombies for a walk.
You need someone to carry your packages when you're shopping.
Yes, exactly.
Who cares if they're undead?
Please walk your
If,
dog.
I mean, if they're undead, they're less likely to steal your things.
Good evening, sweetie. Thank you very much for coming in. So we have next. We'll go to Liz. Hi, Liz.
Hello.
How are you
Hello.
tonight?
I'm good. I'm gonna repeat my phrase that I've been saying for the last week. Drake's not dying.
Because
Hey, not in my hands. Not in my hands.
That is
so
all
wait,
I
Your
said.
wait,
hands,
wait, wait.
technically.
The last
Does not in
week.
your hands mean I get to roll then?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm here
Sam
for
has
it.
been all for
I
this.
am here
Letting
for
this
the drama. Yes.
Okay.
Sam has been planning on ways to make me cry.
Well, dying is a way,
Not just
hopefully.
you.
Dying is one of those ways. Yeah.
Not
Dying
just
is
you.
one of them.
Not just you. If I'm going out, not only am I already going out like a badass, I'm gonna make more than just me hurt.
Oh, you
know.
you went out because not only did you guys kill that general, but but Lex left her axe in
Another guy.
another bone devil, and trust me, he's dead too.
Oh,
He
God.
just has your axe.
Double kill.
Double kill.
You did an insane amount of damage.
Kill.
Literally.
yeah.
And we
We
didn't even
realized
go
today
full
we didn't
speed.
go full speed. We
No,
could
you
have gone 360, and that would have been a 27 times modifier.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
It literally would have just been, before the axe even touched him, just explode from Sonic.
Yeah, and you
Just
you
red
would-
mist.
But that would have also increased the amount of damage you took from crack.
Then we probably
Yep.
would be
You
dead.
probably would be fucking dead.
That
Yeah,
would
we'd
have
both
been.
be dead.
We would have had an A train up, like an A train situation.
Oh my
That
god.
reference.
No.
Oh.
I have stopped watching that show. I refuse to watch that show anymore.
Poor
You haven't
Robin.
seen the latest episode?
No, I refuse. Okay, whatever season we're
Don't
on, the
spoil it,
first
don't spoil
episode, I
I
was
have yet
like,
to sit
I'm
down
out,
and watch
I'm
season
out,
3.
I'm not okay. And I know what happened in the second half of this season, and I'm like, I am so glad I'm done. Ugh.
Don't spoil it. Don't you dare.
Yeah, that's something
I
happens.
mean, look at the title.
I mean, yeah, and they put disclaimers on it too, all over it. It was
Not
part of the
suitable for any
advertising.
audience.
Yeah, not
Audience.
suitable for any audience. at
Any
all.
audience.
Wow.
And I was like, cool, that means I'm checking out.
I need to know. A part of me is like, don't do it. Their part is, but I want to know what happens now.
Oh, it's-
The other
I
part is
survived
the
2
full
seasons.
Palpatine
What's a
voice.
third?
I grew up with 80s slasher horror movies and gore movies from that time period.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I grew up as a child watching that shit on from
not
going to
It's
Blockbuster and
not
renting
even
videos.
the gore.
And they were considered kids' movies for us.
Fine with the gore. That's cool.
Oh man, there's an amazing amount of gore. Is it the weird sexual situations?
That and just everything, Homelander. Everything.
No. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
He's a
I am
god.
so glad he lost that death battle like a bitch.
I mean, I don't like Omni-Man either, but
They're just gods. That's all. You don't understand. Sam,
What about me?
how are
He's-
you?
moving
You go
along.
from they're just gods you wouldn't understand to me. It's like, now hold on, wait a minute, back up. No, I am not. How dare you? If
No,
anything, I am a patron of innuendo, and that is all.
So, who are you playing, and who are you playing Liz tonight?
Okay.
List first.
Oh, fine. Me first. I am playing our wonderfully, occasionally really idiotic shifter zealot barbarian Lex. Only occasionally idiotic.
Adrenaline junkie shifter barbarian.
Adrenaline junkie, yes. It was like, how much do you trust me?
Is
Yes.
Lex officially our Herbo?
Oh, she's our
Let's
Herbo.
go.
Let's go.
Yes.
We did it.
Charismatic Herbo.
Dun dun dun. And
I
Sam,
think Herbos can be charismatic. And tonight, until he possibly dies, I am playing Drakes, the group Soul Knife Rogue. Soon to be Soul Knife Corpse, who knows?
Stop it.
wait, no. We
Vogue
already have a
it.
plan. Soon to be Soul Knight Zombie.
Stop it.
True, but then he's not a Soul Knife anymore. It's literally just a zombie.
Soon to be Timmy the Fourth.
No
Timmy the
abilities
Fourth.
carry over.
I'm getting my Timmy powers ready. Let's go.
It's time for Timmy.
It's Timmy
Excellent.
time.
And Sphinx,
Yeah.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Is the chaos giving you some spoons back?
It is absolutely giving me some spoons. I came in with sporks and grapefruit spoons, and now I've got some. Now you've given me some of the rounded, smooth spoons, so I'm
Dun, dun.
I'm feeling good.
Refreshing your spell slots, you're getting a short rest.
Yeah.
Excellent. And Milagros, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Still waiting on apartment stuff. Trying not to cheat on my realtor. I got a message from a different realtor from a different company with listings. And my sister and I were like, no, wait. We have to call our guy tomorrow and check on him. and see if anything's up with our applications that we've already sent, because we don't want to cheat on our guy because he's been really great. And
That's fair.
I got a job. It's literally the sketchiest thing ever.
But does
So
it pay?
no, but see, that's the thing. So they sent me a check allegedly, and so I'm going to take that check, open a different account at my bank, and just put it in and let it sit there. And like, what? It's super sketch.
It's not a sketchy. It's a felony.
What? To have
You're money laundering.
But if I don't know, then I don't know. They told me they sent me a check.
Can we cut that from stream? Can we cut that from stream?
Yeah, can we cut that?
But if I don't know,
You redact that.
No, for real. It's super sketch. They're definitely impersonating an existing company. So I'm gonna send them an email with like screenshots tomorrow and be like, "Hey, this is happening." Yeah.
Maybe you get a job with the other company.
That would be so great where it's just like, hey, these people like defrauded me. It would be so sad if you guys were to hire me instead. Anyway, so yeah. I have a job in air quotes. It's definitely jank and sketch as fuck. So sketchy. But you know,
it's totally legal.
It's so legal.
Legitimate.
Yeah, totally. Literally the sketchiest thing I've ever encountered in terms of work. But you know,
there you go.
Money. So yeah, so that's an ongoing saga. What?
Nothing.
It's hard out here in these streets.
It's hard.
I've been applying to jobs for 2 months. 2 fucking months straight every day. So listen, if they want to wash some currency through me, you know, it is what it is.
No, it's not.
Please don't get arrested. I don't think they'll let you live stream from prison.
They won't. They've got
we
strict
definitely
rules
can't
about
host
that.
Spork Norts if you're in prison.
What was that, Liz?
We can't host Spork Norts if they're in prison.
Also
Yeah,
true.
You're right. I gotta
God
stay up
damn
for
it.
Norts.
Guys. Okay, so
That's the commitment, Spork Norts.
and finally, I'm doing amazing. Whenever I get to play with these, I am fucking on cloud 9. I wanted to give you guys some information, of course. As always, remember, all you have to do is follow us here on Dinner and a Game, and you will automatically be entered to win something that I don't have on my screen. Why is it not there? You will automatically win.
I didn't do it.
Yes, you did. You automatically be
I didn't do
able
it.
to be entered to win this set of books. This is the D&D core set. This is the Monsters Manual Player's Guide DMG plus that handy GM screen. It comes in that slipcase, and these are the special edition covers. So these aren't the regular covers, they're the foil and boss covers, so they're shiny, they're sparkly, and they look different than everyone else's. So if you make these your primary set of books, you won't have to write your name on the edge of the books in black Sharpie when you take them to the game store. And so you will have unique books that don't look like anyone else's. So if you guys want a chance to win this, all you have to do is give us a follow here. We're giving this away when we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, and we're at 866. We're creeping up there. We're really trying to get there. I want to get there by Christmas. So anything you guys can do to help, share out the stream, let people know we're just giving stuff away for people following us, and even let them know what it is. I don't care, because anything we need to do to help get us to 1,000 is going to be something amazing for us, and we really can't thank you guys enough for this. But in an attempt to thank you guys more, if you follow us over on TikTok, we're giving away this. This is a 3D printed Wizard's Tower. It's about 11 inches tall, about 9 inches wide. The front door opens and closes. There's a hatch in the roof that opens and closes. Each floor comes off individually. There are staircases included to go up from floor to floor. And this entire thing, the floors break down to individual pieces, and you can literally store this whole tower in a high-top shoebox. And we're going to give this away when we hit 1,000 followers over on TikTok. And I do believe we're at 964. So, you know, we're just trying so hard, and we're the little engine that could, but we can't. But the other thing is, if you want to win something in a more immediate basis, every single show we give away raffle tickets. There's a 20-minute period. It's basically selected at random during the show, and what happens with that is we will start a raffle You'll see there you have put a keyword in chat and you get tickets to the raffle. And if followers get 1 ticket, subscribers get 2 tickets. And this is what we're giving away. This is the Dreadwing, which is an undead knight riding an undead dragon. It is from the Bloodright Red Rain collection. It's from Arch Villain Games, a company that only produces the files for 3D minis that they sell to people who do 3D printing. Now, these people are not allowed to sell this mini. So this mini cannot be bought in stores and cannot be basically bought in any way, shape, or form. So if you want this mini, the only way you can get it is if you go and win it through this contest, or if you buy a 3D printer, buy the file, and then print it out yourself. Or have a friend that prints. So, but, all that being said, all you have to do, follow us, enter in these contests, hope, give this stuff away soon, because we want to reward you guys for being there for us. In fact, let me do, because of stuff, I'm going to give away something right now.
Oh, we're going to do it now?
No,
What?
We're doing something else.
I'm doing something right now.
Ray's just giving stuff away.
I'm going to do this.
It's too bad we can't give away death saves. What?
Oh, why can't we give away death save? Never know.
We could have chat roll death saves.
I don't know how I like that. I know some of chat's luck.
There we go. So, I just gave away a bunch of subs.
Oh.
Ooh.
What?
That's more people who get more tickets now. So you guys can enter to win. And remember, you're subbed for a month if you're given a sub. So this contest is going to end tonight. This is the last night to get tickets for this. And we're going to do the giveaway on the show on the 1st, which is our Firefly show on Friday evening. That's where we're going to do the giveaway for this mini. So all you have to do is make sure you're following the show and make sure you guys put the keyword into chat when we start the contest. And I think a good thing to do at this point would be A, get around to killing Drake, because we're all waiting for him to die. You know?
Drake's not dying.
God.
So,
He's gonna be fine.
Look, I joke about it in order to nurse the pain and to make sure if he dies, I'm not the only one feeling said pain.
it's A-okay. Everyone here is here for the pain. Playing TTRPGs is flirting with your friends and, as a GM, making them cry. That's the only things we're here to do. So, you get 2 chances for your good. He hasn't failed any death saves yet. He's get 3 chances.
Well, no, but if you nat one, isn't that 2 fails?
Oh,
Yeah.
True.
So there's at least 2 turns.
But
We
if
got
he
at least 2 turns.
but if he nat 20s, he's up with 1 hit point.
That's true.
No, that's just 2
But-
successes. I still have to get 1 more.
No, well,
Is it?
that's not. Well, okay. So I've house ruled it where 20 just brings you up. Like you just
immediately
automatically, yep, you
stabilizes?
immediately get 1 hit point.
This why are you threatening to kill
Yeah,
people?
that's the way I knew Nat
It's
20s
fine.
on death
It's
saves as
fine.
well.
I'm allowed to.
I'm allowed to.
Oh yeah, no, it's EXE. That's fine.
Oh yeah, paying for trauma is what he's asking about. You can
Yeah.
always pay for
No.
trauma, because remember, if you guys use your dagger dollars in chat, you can actually do stuff like modify rolls, add things to rolls, take away things from rolls, and you can give all kinds of things out. You earn dagger dollars just for following us. It's given out over time, and the dagger dollars can be used in multiple ways. First off, I spelled dagger dollars wrong, and I'm the one who created this thing. Oh, come on. Damn it. Oh my god, I spelled it wrong again. There.
Third time's the charm.
So if you go into the little, thing that looks like a $sign in the bottom left underneath your chat bar, it says dagger dollars when you hover over it. If you click on that, you'll see that you can do a whole bunch of different things with the dagger dollars, including do things like make us stretch, make us take a drink, create an emote, or you can do things like save that one in particular, which is basically giving one person bless for 1 roll. You can also do things like if you watch long enough, and I think someone is saving up for this, you can do Devastator. It's 50,000 dagger dollars. But if you get it, you can make one PC or NPC attack, succeed, crit, and do max damage. And if you are in a die pool system, you get basically successes equal to the total number of dice in the pool. So there you go. And if you guys don't have enough dagger dollars yet, you can use bits in substitution for dagger dollars, which is how you can buy trauma. If you use bits, we need you to tell us exactly what you're doing, what you're spending the bits on, because we cannot use dagger dollars things for bit purchases. The text that is, and so we need you to tell us exactly what you're spending on, what you're causing, and who you're doing it to, and no more phrasing.
What?
I need that Devastator from my Necromancer who just learned Disintegrate.
Well, I don't think we can use it on ourselves. I don't think.
No, the cast cannot use these on themselves. They can only use them on other people.
Wait, what about the gods have spoken? Because that's on the whole party.
Cast. Oh, D20.
Here's a question. Does the whole does that also work on death saves? Does the bless also work with death saves?
I don't think the death works on a death save, because I think the errata on death saves is that they're not a check.
They're not a skill or a save. It's just a D20 roll.
Yep.
It's literally a 50% chance.
It has no modifiers, so.
Although it's an ability check or a saving throw, a death save is arguably a saving throw.
Except you add no modifiers to it. There's
Don't
no.
add a
You're adding
modifier.
con. You're not adding con at all.
I'm
to it.
just throwing that the argument could be made because it is a saving.
You can make
throw.
any argument you want to make. It is. You ain't
I
gonna-
mean, DM is God. We can't really do anything about that.
But so let's go ahead and get into the nitty and the gritty for this week's episode of Kingdoms of Mist. What's going to happen next? Time to find out. So when we left off, you guys were in the middle of combat, as I described earlier. You were doing your best to stave off an army that was invading Evertree. The Evertree was also under attack from the air by a flying pirate ship that was using things like Greek fire to try and set the tree platforms on fire, and it was using explosives to try and bring down the trees themselves, and they had already done considerable damage. I know that Callie took a lot of risk and helped save one of the trees holding up the platforms, but it was risky, but she managed to do it. And then she had to be pulled off said tree afterwards because she ran out of wild shapes and could not climb back down. And so
I did have a backup plan. I still have gaseous form prepared. So.
Oh, okay. Well, can't upcast it yet, though, right?
No, I can. I don't think it has an upcasty ability.
Yeah, when you upcast
though,
gaseous form, you can make it apply to more than one.
Oh, huh. Dang, okay. Yes.
So.
Arguably, yes, I can then.
But then you'd be leaving that crafts pilot alone with the thing.
But
What?
yeah, I could have gotten down from the side of the tree was more.
Oh, I misread that situation.
Because I could have just become a fart cloud and
A fart
drifted
cloud.
gently to the ground.
I mean, it's not inaccurate.
It's totally accurate. But
Yeah.
we are on a very special and unique is our initiative action, which is Drake's initiative. So Drake wanted me to roll.
Yep, I don't want to know.
All right. Whew.
Matter of fact, because I'm not even watching, don't even tell me.
I am freaking out.
I'm watching because I got to take the notes.
So you know what? If you want to make it even more risky,
No,
choose
don't
these.
give him ideas,
don't even let the stream see.
bro. I need it for the notes.
Way to use your power. Way to use your power for evil, Lagros.
I have taken a year's worth of fucking notes for this campaign. You're gonna give me the fucking roll.
All right.
Need it for the
Or
note.
don't.
Here we go.
I need it for the
roll
note.
for the note.
How am I supposed to turn it into prose and dramatize it if I don't know what's going on?
All right.
The note.
You are still unconscious. All
That
right.
could mean anything.
That could mean anything.
Yep.
Next on the initiative order is everyone who is still near the battlefront, which I believe Aeom and Val were moving to. Aeom, Val, and Utopia were moving towards the line of monsters, because I remember you were going through the city streets, and the monsters were kind of showing up. We're seeing them coming around. As you guys are moving through it, you see every single bone devil, every single creature that's around you guys, including the ones that are on the skiff with you, Val, and Calivachas, that you see them all suddenly turn around at once and look back to where the army was. Callie, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So he's not paying attention to me now, right? Like,
No,
that's what.
not at all.
No,
He stopped attacking you.
But I'm still pinned to this guy.
Quick, while it's not looking, push it away. Push it off the skip.
Ah! I should really prepare for things. Cool. If he's not looking at me, I'm going to tense up and try to cast Blight on him. He needs to make a con save.
On saving, my specialty.
Oh dear.
Ray, what was the result of the death save, Ray?
Things.
Ray!
Yes, ma'am?
What was the result?
What? Why are you so upset? Okay, he saves.
Wait. Does he? No, not the death save.
Oh.
No. I'm talking about the
he
Bone
saved.
Devil.
Okay.
Okay.
Duh.
Hey, I stay
I'm still in
focused.
the middle of my turn. Yep, half on a success. Okay. Roll those beautiful 8d8s.
What type of damage is this?
This is Blight is necrotic damage. Ooh! Full is 42, so that means he takes 21.
21.
He screeches as you see the bone structure that he's basically made out of. See this creeping, almost gangrenous colored fungus creep going over it, and you see where the fungus grows over it, the bone literally crumbles to dust behind it. And number one, the first thing you notice is he's just made of bone. There's nothing inside of there.
Ooh!
And the other thing you notice is you really fucking hurt. And he spins around towards you, and
No.
he opens his mouth and just screeches at you and slams out at you with the pole arm. Wait, you were already pinned, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sure
so
was.
he doesn't slam out with you with the
With
pole
the-
arm. He
the pole.
stabs at you with his pointy tail.
Oh,
Because he
great.
can't
I'm
use
getting
the pole arm
scorpioned
unless he
again.
releases it.
Okay. Okay.
So he's only going to have one attack, but he has advantage on the roll. Them's a lot of dice.
No. Is it more than 2 dice?
It is more than 2 dice.
Then I'm automatically down.
It is more than 2 dice. Still need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Dope.
You have been lent a hand.
Is a
Went
plus
ahead
one.
and we still
Plus
have
the
the blood.
bless.
And I still have
Bless, yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we're gonna throw it all in here. Okay, so hang on. How do we do this in D&D Beyond? I can hit the dinghy. can't even see my dice. That's terrible. But we have
I don't know
left.
if you've used the bardic inspiration I gave
No,
you.
she has.
No, I still have that. Yep.
But if you use it on your save, that's that dice roll will also give you temporary hit points.
Oh damn! Okay.
Creation bard, baby.
Woo! So that would be total with everything 15 because I rolled real bad.
All right. And the reason I'm telling you this is because this will affect you if you revive as well. You rolled a 15?
15 total with the bless and the inspiration.
So this is what's going to happen. You're going to take 8 points of piercing down.
Yep.
You're also going to take 10 points of poison damage. But
Which
when
is
you, when you get up, you're not going to be poisoned. If you get up.
And take whatever you rolled on your bardic inspiration die off of that.
Off of the damage.
Yes.
Okay. So that would have I would have still been unconscious. But
yeah, it was going to
cool.
be enough damage.
Yeah, you only had 2 hit points.
I had 2.
Yeah, you were gonna be.
All right, so that is Callie down.
Callie down.
So next is Aom.
Okay.
Oh, and we didn't put your hit points back.
Oh, the storm cloud is gone then too.
Oh yeah, the storm cloud instantly dissipates. Oh shit! You could have done that as your bonus action too.
Oh,
is it I think it's an action. I think it's a full action.
Call lightning?
I think call lightning. Once it's up, I can use my action.
Yeah, that is the one. That is the one downside of it. It is an action to cause it to restrike.
That's not really a
downside. It does not
on
have
each of your turns until the spell ends. You can use your action. So yeah, I use my action for blight instead of the lightning. I should have healed as my bonus action.
Hey,
oh well, too late.
Admiral, you actually got her to make the saving throw. So if she does get revived, she's not affected by poison. Because it would suck to stand up and then have disadvantage on everything.
Nice. You do not like being poisoned.
Poison sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's an ouch.
All right, Aom, so what are you doing?
So for my brain, what do I see around me?
You are standing on the ground. You see Utopia, number 1. Yep. On the streets around you, you can see that there are people who are laying around injured, some torn to pieces. It's pretty much a scene of chaos and war. It's horrible. But you also see that all the devils have stopped all their rampaging and are currently facing back towards... Oh, thank you very much for the bits. Bring her back. She's not dead yet.
For real.
I'm just unconscious.
She's just very, very hurt.
Just hanging on a pole arm.
She's.
Oh yeah, she's
that sounds like a phrasing. That sounds like a phrasing.
She's
hanging on a pole arm
with a pole arm. So there's.
Yep. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Into the deck. Okay.
Yep.
Into the deck. I think it was through your thigh or something like that. It was pretty nice.
Hip.
It was a good scene.
It was through my hip.
Through your hip. Okay. But yeah, so you guys are surrounded by devils, but they don't seem to be paying any direct attention to you. And as I said, they're turned back towards where the reserves of the army are stationed, which is on the edge of the forest. What are you going to do?
I have no fucking clue.
So, like I said, Utopia's there with you. The army itself is about. Because you guys were near the edge of the city, because I think you guys were headed towards. Oh wait, you guys were headed towards the pirate ship.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys weren't heading towards the head devil, because the head devil kind of got split like a log.
He's dead.
I mean, they don't.
I see you. He dead.
We did to that demon what Captain America did to that log.
Pretty much.
How
Oh.
many people wanted to be that log?
They probably get a feeling of like uber celebration for like half a second there, though.
Yep. There was an uber celebration, and then But what I was gonna say is, you guys are sitting there. But no, what I was gonna say is, Am, you see all the stuff going on. You can see where the army is situated. It's about 150 feet from you. Okay, down the end of the block, because you can see out into the clearing around the city. Because they do keep the trees cut back around the city as is only proper. So in that distance, you can see that at the back of the army, it is in chaos. The devils are running around. They look like they're almost look like they're squabbling with each other. Some of the bigger devils in the back are, and there is chaos in the ranks. But there's still a lot of devils over there.
I'm gonna assume that means they succeeded.
Don't see any sign of the ship that Drake and Lex flew.
To get back to the I have no idea where their ship flew off to at all. Anything? Nothing.
You knew it was headed straight towards that army. Saw it
I would say,
speed.
but in the background, would they be able to kind of see devastation?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, make me a perception check.
Okay. I can do that.
There is a carved hole through those woods. Wait. Oh, God damn it!
Crazy.
Oh, good. Whew.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you can see that there is a huge nick chunk out of one tree, right behind where the army is, and then at an angle off of that, there's a huge chunk out of another tree, and you see another tree has been knocked down completely, and you see this row of devastations going out towards the wood.
Fuck is right. Fuck is right.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what the ship did to the woods.
Utopia, can you
so far
get
back
the
that you can't really tell?
horse?
A horse, a flying horse.
Sappho!
Sappho? I don't know. It's not my turn. Can I?
No,
your
I'm
turn,
just
you
more
can.
just having this conversation.
All right, so are you doing?
I don't
anything
know what I
else?
want to do. Fuck.
That's one
Everybody's
thing.
dying.
I
Okay.
can give you some options to help.
Options
if
Kowalski.
you like.
Okay, I'm gonna manifest my echo. So I'm gonna summon Shadow Aeon. I think I still have to keep Shadow Aeon within 30 feet of me.
I do believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna summon Shadow Aeon, which is just bonus action. Great. As my action, I'm just gonna hold an action if anything gets close enough to hit, and I'm gonna wait for. Because there's no way I can run that entire distance. It's 150 feet, right?
I mean, your movement is 50.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
You'd
fuck
have to
it.
use your action
Step
and your
away.
bonus action.
But that also means you're going to be running into the army.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to run around the army.
Well, that just seems like the fastest way through.
This way around is through.
Yeah.
Lex and Drake know that very well.
Fuck. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna run directly through with
Alright.
Shadow Aeon.
So you are running straight at them. Your first
Yep.
50 feet takes you down the rest of the street. Your next 50 feet takes you out into the grass separating them from the city. And then your last 50 feet you run up to the front lines of the army, but it's all in chaos, like I said. The devils seem to have broken down into fighting groups that are attacking each other. So it seems like there's become factions amongst the devils.
And do any of them seem focused on me?
No, they are literally
Awesome.
all just trying to kill each other.
Perfect.
You don't have
You're
any more.
welcome.
You don't have any more actions. So you can move 50 feet into and amongst them. And I'm not going to make them take any AOPs because, like I said, they're busy fighting each other right now. And because the discipline's all broken down, you can and your sheer speed, you can actually keep away from triggering any AOPs and make it halfway through the army on this turn.
This is so stupid. Yeah. Let's do that.
So you and your shadow go flying through the ranks. You're literally just ducking and jiving, moving and keeping out of everyone's way, and you end up in the middle of these swirling ranks. You're still like poised. You're still moving around, but you end up in the middle of these swirling ranks of devils fighting each other. And since you made it halfway through, you can see at the back of the army that there are 2 devils that are huge, and they're just locked in combat. And you notice it's 2 smaller versions of that same giant red horned devil that was there, and they are just like, they have great swords out, and they are just going at it.
Crazy.
You can probably also see the remains of what was the leader, just literally just split and peeled in half on the ground.
And probably another guy with Lex's axe in him.
Like literally
Right,
a guy
so-
with an axe in him. He no longer resembles a guy.
What used to be.
He more closely resembles a tree stump.
He more closely resembles that big thing of roast beef as it's getting trimmed slices off of it.
Oh my
Looks like that,
god.
with that middle.
Yup.
Just
All right.
imagine a living version of a hot dog split in half.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the hamburger.
Not
or hot dog?
not living. Not living, no.
No, one's the hamburger, one's the hot dog.
Yo,
Imagine somebody did the anime thing of cutting
it's-
someone in half and got lazy
It's
halfway through.
hamburger or hot dog. my old cast used to say that all the time. It was freaking funny. But so that is on Aeom's action. So you use all your actions to get to that point. Lex, you're up.
Okay. So I'm still raging because I did take damage right
Yes,
at the
you
end
are.
there. So first thing I'm gonna do is bonus action shift.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I am going to take on my more bestial appearance.
Okay.
I get plus 13 temporary hit points,
Okay.
which I need.
Yep.
Let me put that in. And then go back to the thing. That's not what I want to do. Stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
No.
Same.
And I gain the additional bonus thing. So while shifted, my walking speed increases by 10 feet. So Lex angry face becomes literally like a cat's face. Like I'm thinking kind of like very like lynx-ish, like but with like the black and gray fur.
Mhm.
And just at the the straps that are pinning her down, just the claws dig in and she just rips at them.
And it wasn't the straps that were pinning you down. You're like the metal
Well, because she's
frame.
also
Oh, yeah.
strapped.
You're still
She's also
strapped in.
strapped in.
Yeah.
So freeing herself from that first,
Gotcha.
and then just hand, and push to get herself out.
I need you to make me a strength check. Of course, you have advantage because you are raging.
Yeah. This is a strength check. 1 and 2. Okay, so that's a 19.
Yep. So you have the 19. With the 19, you bend the bars back enough to where you can like slip out of it.
Yeah.
You're able to, for the first time, as you stand up on the seat you were in, you can look over and you see Drake. The apparatus that was used to control the ship, where the globe was, it was held in place by this little metal frame basket. The globe is gone. The ship has been kind of bent up in half, and Drake has the 2 supporting rods of the frame basket through his chest, pinning him to the seat.
Okay, but it's just the 2 rods.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's 2 rods, right? But it's a support frame. Those 2 rods that go down towards the frame of the ship, and then there's a support bar between the 2 rods, and then that's still attached to the ship because the ship was just bent up, and that's how it stabbed it.
Got folded like a MacBook.
Basically.
In the wrong direction too.
I have to take the in-call chat away for a minute because it's distracting me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All I saw was a watermelon to the thighs.
Have mercy.
Or don't.
No,
Or
don't
don't.
have mercy.
That's a choice.
I don't need
Yeah, just
mercy.
Do it.
Mercy is for the weak.
Yes.
Horny jail's so full.
Don't say full.
It could be more full.
It could be very full.
You can always fit more.
Everybody just gets closer the fuller
Okay,
it
alright,
gets.
who's talking shit?
Crazy. Okay. Yeah, so Lex slips out, up, standing on the seat, climbs over, and is inspecting oh. And she just kind of looks at Drake and mentally she goes, I'm sorry, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, he's barely breathing. He's not responsive at all.
Yeah.
And
But everybody else hears that because she just did it mentally through the link.
there is one other problem. See where both the rods, the frame supports pierce through him. See that as you see him breathing in and out, see there's air bubbles in the blood.
Ah, fuck. Fuck.
Oh, taking those out is going to cause damage.
Yeah.
Can you cut them off? Just leave the
No.
bars in them?
Wait.
Because that's what you do with impaled objects.
Yeah.
You never pull anything out.
Never pull
No,
anything out.
Never pull it out. That's. I know that.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Back
Sorry.
up.
Sorry.
Never pull out. Never.
Never pull
It's for your safety. Hey.
Oh my god, can we get that on a shirt?
Please.
Never
I
pull
would-
out. It's for your safety.
Not
I
in this political
would
climate.
die.
No.
I
I'm about
No,
to
no,
say.
no,
no, no,
Also, no. Bad
No.
timing. Bad
Where
timing.
No.
Where the
I'm
support
sorry.
part is, does the metal
I'm
look like it
sorry.
might be a little weakened? So it's like the support bar,
Oh,
the
yeah,
two
no,
people
no.
going in.
This thing took a shit ton.
Okay, so where the support bar is, the behind that, Lex is gonna try to bend that to break it there. Like
Okay.
bend it down to try to, so it's like still like a piece like sticking out of Drake
So this
and
is
sticking.
what you would have to do is another strength check. What I'm gonna say for this, because you haven't taken any attack action, you haven't done anything like that, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna let you the other check as like your move action.
Okay.
In place of your movement action, you can try and snap the supports, but you can only do one at a time.
Okay.
And I want to make sure something I understood from the text we were doing and everything like that, and group text and everything. That you have a healing potion on you.
I have a heal. Lex has her thigh pack, and that because Barbarian and sometimes gets into fights, she just carries one with her.
Got it.
Like an EpiPen.
Basically, it's the Barbarian EpiPen.
Yep.
So she's got a healing potion with her. And it's just coming up. I just heard thigh. Okay.
Oh, god damn it!
And this is still a check, so I'm still rolling with advantage.
Got it.
Come on.
Yes, you are.
14 for the first one.
14.
Yeah.
You bend it, twist it. You see Drake's body shudders a little bit because no matter what you're doing with this, you're causing him to jolt and move.
Yeah.
But there's no change to like breathing, anything like that. And the bar kind of is twisted, but not completely dislodged.
Okay, so there's still like some metal like holding on there.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you're gonna do for your turn?
Oh, actually, yes. As stupid as it kind of is, I'm gonna take my own claws and just kind of dig them into my arm to take damage, so that I can stay raging.
It completely works.
Nice.
So I will not make you make an attack
need to
roll.
keep
Just
going.
roll damage.
I think that I gotta check really quick. Would that count as an unarmed strike?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But you do your claw damage, which I think is 1d6.
Oh
no, it might be
I
a
don't
D4.
actually. It's just if it's an unarmed strike, I think it's just D4 because it's not officially claw damage. I just imagine that when she goes into that shifter state, her
I see
nails
what
get
you're
really
saying. Got
sharp.
it.
Like nails go sharp, more claw-like.
I thought when shifters shifted, they actually got claws.
No, for
Got
Lex,
claw attacks.
for
Oh,
shifter,
yeah.
it's a little bit different. They
Got
get extra movement and stuff.
It depends on which one you are, because some do.
Some do,
Some
but
get a
shifter, I
bite
get 10
attack
feet
or
of extra movement on top of my regular, and then if a creature ends its turn within 5 feet of me, I can move an additional 10 feet without incurring opportunity attacks as a reaction.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Think almost like a jaguar or
Yeah.
wildcat. Very agile, very fast.
Okay, so that was a whole 3 bludgeoning damage, so that halves
Take
to
half to 1.
1. Woohoo! That's not the right number at all. Stop doing that, but now it's that.
Instead, she made it 10.
No,
All
it was 13. And I had it as 31 because I can't read.
Now, from this point on, if you're going to damage to yourself, it's going to be your action.
Okay.
So, because you have to take an action to do damage. Period.
Either an attack action or. I mean, technically, if you're trying to get those bars free and you feel confident enough, you could technically just use your action.
My axe is currently in that other guy.
Yeah, shit, that's right.
Carry
I do
any
not
other
have my
backup
axe.
weapons?
They're
Drake has
not
one, but
with
it's
me.
strapped
They
to
would
his
be-
back.
She wasn't expecting this, so they're in her pack on the ship, her javelins.
Yeah,
Are in the
javelins
pack
wouldn't
on
do
the
much
ship.
good in this situation.
No.
I mean, it was a nice thought. All right, so that's the end of your turn, and next after you comes. All right, he's dead. All right, so Sphinx,
Yes.
the bone devil that was the other bone devil that was coming up on the ship. He hadn't caught up to the ship yet, but he was like
Okay.
right behind them. He comes flying. He's also looking away, but as he's looking away, he flies up to the skiff and flies kind of alongside the skiff,
Mm-hmm.
and he lands. He kind of like this reaches out with his pole arm, and he's swinging at Remy. She's still controlling the skiff.
Let's go, Dad. Do it.
Come on, Dad.
Get his ass.
Come on, digital dad.
Swing with digital dad.
Fantasy Daddy. Digital
Fantasy
Daddy. Wish
Daddy.
Daddy. Fantasy Daddy. That's the one. I
Fantasy
can't remember which is which.
Because digital dad is technically a double D, and that.
Daddy.
Is he a digital
Digital
daddy or a
daddy.
dream daddy?
And so
Green
that
Daddy.
Y'all remember
Yeah.
Dream Daddy?
Yeah.
I do.
Hell yeah, I have it downloaded on my phone.
I have it on my laptop.
yeah, he
It's
swings
a
out.
mobile game. You can get it on
and-
your phone.
Remy tries to duck, but she takes a solid hit on the shoulder, and then his stinger lashes out at her.
Please, miss.
I just like make growl.
Could you move your mic a little bit? Can we get an ASMR moment?
Can we get that as a sound, please?
Can we?
I'll clip it. Oh fuck. All right, I gotta make a Constitution roll for Remy.
Oh no.
Artificers have on as a primary. I don't remember.
I don't
I don't
remember.
think so.
I don't
Let
think
me
so.
double check just in case, because they are a caster, so I think they might. I know they have intelligence saves. I know for certain that they have intelligence saves.
Yeah, because they're casters. I think it's intelligence and wisdom.
Let me double check real quick because I have it right here. Saves. Constitution and intelligence.
Oh, cool. So that saves. All right. So, but they are going to take half.
Okay.
Which is, ooh. So you see the stinger come in and stab her right before it, it really gets her. She like just swings up her arm as it's coming in, and she still takes it, but she takes it like as more of a slash across her forearm instead of a direct pierce. So she takes 4 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison damage. But she also doesn't look to have any other effects, as she just like kind of glares at it, and then she puts her other hand back on the globe. And when she took her hand off, the whole ship just went. So, but yeah, she's taken some damage, but she's not down.
Okay, good.
Utopia, you're up.
Keep your hands on the thing.
Okay.
That's what she says?
Can I? Yeah. Can I get Sappho to come back?
I mean, yeah. Sappho didn't. I mean, Sappho. I assumed that you
Flew
fell
after
off
them?
Sappho, so he was like,
So Sappho was still flying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, can I be? Can I be like,
Sappho
hey?
is flying down towards you.
Okay. Perfect.
You say, oh my god, you slipped, you totally slipped. I was gonna have, I was gonna holding you, I was holding you,
God.
and then you were gone. Are you okay? Are you okay? He bounced.
He did bounce, but they're okay now, and we need to get back up there.
I know,
So,
I saw you. You're amazing. You like healed it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we need to get back up there.
Yeah, he almost died again. He does that a lot. We
Okay.
need to fix that. So yeah, so can we just get back on without the saddle?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you going to do, Sappho?
Okay. So I'm gonna go and be backup for Aeon, because literally just saved that fucker from dying again, and it was like, oh my god, you know what I should do? Run into the middle of all the demons. So
I don't know. Shut up.
I'm gonna go over there.
Me
Like,
and
I'm
my
right
shadow.
Yeah. So
Alright.
yeah, I'm gonna go be backup for Aeom's
So
very
Sappho
very
kinda looks
noble
back
and
at
very
you
dumbass.
As you're climbing the saddle, it's like, we're going after Aeon? Because Sappho could hear your thoughts.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
And Sappho was like, alright, do you want me to catch up to them right now?
yes.
Okay, but I'm not gonna be able to do anything after that. And I'm gonna be going too
That's
fast for you to jump off. So we're just gonna fly over there and we're gonna be done.
Okay, that's fine. I just need to be close.
Hang on. And the wings start beating and you take off like a shot. And Sappho literally pulls his wing back, beats back, and like rears in the air. And he's about 15 feet over everything. So he's about, because the bone devils are like 10 feet tall. So he's like about 25 feet off the ground. And you see below you see Aeom is like running through the bone devils as you're kind of like soaring over his head. But you know that Sappho is just a bit faster than Aeom. So that is your turn.
Yes.
Next is Val.
Okay, good.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Oh boy.
good.
Oh my god.
So as like there's one bone devil that has impaled and downed Cassie. Another one that just attacked the love of my life. I'm going to move in a position to where one is right behind the other. And as I do, my eyes are going to glow jet black. And I mean like to the point to where the veins around my eyes are also like just black. And I say to it, we are going to make pottery from your bones. And I'm going to cast from my eyeballs, from the windows to my soul, a Zagnar Scorcher.
Okay.
So
that's an attack roll.
No, it's a dex save from both of those creatures.
Oh, I thought it was...
Because it's 30-foot straight line of fire. I'm pulling a Superman, y'all.
Wait, what was the name of the thing you cast?
Agonizar Scorcher.
Agnazar's Scorcher.
That one's so hard to pronounce.
How do I spell that?
Aganazar.
It's like AGNO.
It's like there's two G's, there's two Z's, there's
Yeah,
an
there's
A's
a
in
lot of
there, there's an
letters.
O.
It starts with an A.
AGA,
Then good luck.
Just put Ag Scorch.
AGA, NA,
They both say...
ZZAR.
AG Scorcher.
They both save?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, they still
Still
take
half
half damage. So take this, all of you, and suck it. I
Crazy.
am angry.
You're telling the Bone Devils to suck it. That seems backwards, but okay.
Okay, so half
really
of
difficult
15,
for them 'cause
so
they don't have lips.
7 points of fire damage.
Not
It's
impossible.
still got
to
mouths?
try, though. Yeah, I mean, you can still try. It's just real dry.
I mean, if they're lacking a few ribs, maybe they can do themselves. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did 7 points.
Yeah, 7 points of fire damage.
The one that was attacking Remy, it's just like the only real mark to him so far is the the little scorch you left on like one of his spines. The other one is not very much damage, but it doesn't look like it could take much more. It's not doing well. But that's one that took down Calivastia.
Here's what she proclaimed.
All right. So
Okay.
Is that your turn?
I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can do. I don't know that there is. I was hoping to do more damage than that.
Phrasing.
I'm gonna pull out my blade and make it dance.
Activate it.
Oh
Activate my my dancing blade.
And that means is that the defender or is that the one that attacks?
It's let's see.
I think it can do either.
It can flies up 30 feet and can attack one creature of my choice within 5 feet of it.
It's the attacking one then.
Yeah.
All right. So, but that's a bonus action.
That is the bonus action. Yep, and that's what I'm doing.
All right. Can it attack the first round of summon?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. So go ahead and make the attack. Are you going to attack the same Bone Devil that attacked Remy?
I'm gonna attack the one that attacked that down Kali
Okay.
first.
Got it. He is the more damaged looking one of the two.
Yeah, and Val is pissed, but he's still thinking mostly clearly.
You were gonna say straight, but he's not straight, so it wouldn't count.
21 to hit.
That hits.
Woo!
Oh my god, are you serious? 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
I hate
I
that.
rolled
Damn
a
it.
1 on the die.
wait,
Bullshit.
wait. Where is it?
Are you doing the re-roll it thingy?
Yeah, try again, Val.
Oh, nice. Can
I
I
have
do that
so
with
many dagger
on damage rolls?
I didn't put a limit on what you can buy for the reroll.
Yeah.
I said we re-rolling the damage. Oh, that's better. That's a bit more better. That's 7 points of damage.
Yes.
Did he die?
All right. Go. It's got a lot of freaking hit points.
You didn't pierce it hard enough.
Well, yeah, you jam it
What
in,
heart?
and
It's
the
just
the rapier jams in, and you can just hear the rapier sliding across the bones, and making this almost screechy noise. But the Bone Devil does react to it like it hurt.
Okay, cool.
Sam's just having a great
Sam has
time.
That's all
She
I can
loves
say.
screeching
That's all I
bones.
can do, rather.
Callie.
Screaming bones.
Oh, sorry, no. Drake, you're up. You want me to just roll for you?
Yeah.
All right.
What is he getting, Ray?
He's getting numbers.
What is he getting?
The numbers mix.
Is it a high number or a low number?
Yeah.
It is a number that exists between 1 and 20. So he's
Okay, so it's not 1 and it's not
still,
20.
He's still breathing. But he is still unconscious.
Yeah.
Actually, 1 is between 1 and 20 is between. It's in the range.
Oh, alright.
I don't know math.
I don't know the maths.
I don't know how math works.
It's Pride Month. We're too gay to do math.
Yeah.
I'm getting to math year round.
Yeah.
There's no month where I'm not. Callie,
Yeah,
your turn.
I'm unconscious.
You're making death saves, my.
Okay. I'm rolling my own death
And
saves.
remember,
You want me to
you
roll
have
them?
that thing.
I
mean-
gave him the option. You can roll them if you want to. I don't have to.
Oh
roll
no,
them.
I like the drama of not knowing what. How
Okay.
I'm
I like the
doing.
John.
Oh, damn.
God, it can't leave me alone.
Oh my god.
All right. And first save was rolled. You are still
And-
you are still breathing.
Hey, at least he's not giving our characters flashbacks of their life, flash before their eyes as they're doing this.
Well, technically,
Those are
because of the way the
terrible.
mechanics work, you're not actually dead. You're
Yeah.
unconscious, and your body is failing you. If you're
Bleeding
if
out.
you're if the death saves are basically a representation of, can your body survive this shock, or are you going to fall?
How anime protagonist are you?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Con
Can
doesn't
you
apply.
make
It's
all
up to
your
the
hair
luck of the
stand on
dice.
end and glow, and a
Sam,
white
do you
light
want me to bring
surround
up
you?
Hawk?
No, don't you dare! Don't you
I'll do it on
freaking
the
dare!
break.
You leave him out of this.
I'll do it on
Will
the
you pull it together using
Yes.
the power of friendship?
Yes, Exy, you guys get to see, because it's going to be on there no matter what I do. So, next is
Trying to figure it out.
I feel like
the Bone Devil that your blade is attacking. It can't do AOPS because it can't use your reaction.
Right.
Because it's an animated thing. So the Bone Devil that is looking very, very beaten up, it kind of looks at you, it looks around, and it looks at the other Bone Devil, and then it just like flies up.
just holds up a couple middle fingers and goes, "Ping!"
Ow!
Wait,
It's
am I
fly-
still
but it's
stuck
flying
on him, like,
towards where the
floor?
rest of the army was. And you see that there's a lot of devils making their way back to the army, flying out of the city or running across the ground. So next is Aeom.
Anybody attacking me?
No one's attacked you yet.
Awesome.
Are you gonna
Oh,
continue
and
moving?
well, Utopia just sort of rolled up above me, right?
Yeah, about 25 feet up.
I can't jump 25 feet.
I'm sorry.
Just keep running. Just
God
keep running.
damn
If she
it.
gets any lower, she's gonna attract attention of all the bone devils and shit.
I suppose.
It's true.
Okay. I guess I'll just keep running.
All right. So 50 more feet of movement gets you through the last of the main portions of the army.
Okay.
And as you come through that, you are basically kind of ground zero to that fight between the two other horned devils. It started out on the ground, but they both can fly, and they said they've taken it up into the air. So they're just like flying around each other, swinging. Occasionally they'll throw bolts of fire at each other, which have literally no effect. But they're basically swinging at each other and attacking each other. You finally notice that one of the bone devils, one of the horn devils, has a distinctly broken horn, and you notice that he also has what looks to be a devil's leering head tattooed on his shoulder that is missing a horn. And the other one has instead of him having the standard red wings, the other one has like these black colorated wings instead of red. And you see that on his shoulder he has a tattoo of a set of double black wings. And you notice that, like, as you're looking around, those are the two factions that are fighting.
That is so narcissistic. Getting your own trait tattooed on yourself? Wow. I'm just gonna keep running.
All right. So you basically spend another. Are you gonna do 150?
Yep.
So you're running into the trees. You run into that tree line where the basic destruction is taking place. You're following the path. Down the path, quite a ways, see ship, kind of like half leaning up against one of the trees and like somewhat buried nose first in the ground. And you can see Lex's figure. She's standing up and she seems to be reaching down into the ship trying to do something. But
Could you estimate the distance?
Another 150 feet.
Okay.
God damn it.
Shit. I'm not gonna call it to Lex. Just I don't want to distract.
I mean, you guys still feel the
Yeah,
mental
you
link up, but there's a
you heard
weird
nothing. This is
something
gonna
on it.
hurt.
Okay.
The link is still up. There's a
only have your
weird.
actually no. You'd have to use your bonus action to dash. So you actually have no actions at this point. Unless you have you can't. Unless you have a reaction ability to spend, you have no other actions except the movement.
Nope.
Because you're literally moving as fast as flying things fly. So you're stupid fast.
Stupid fast.
Stupid fast. All right, so Lex, it's over to you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna gotta free our buddy. Gotta free our buddy. Gonna try to continue breaking the first bar.
All right. Make me a strength check. At advantage, of course. And you should be able to choose advantage when you make the roll.
Not without Foundry.
Oh,
At least not the way I know through.
Yeah.
I think there's I think you can change it if you have beyond 20 on. You can like select it.
14.
But it's
14.
weird.
With what was remaining holding it on, you break that one off.
Cool.
There's only one more left attached.
Yep. I don't think I have a bonus action.
And I'm going to let you do this because it would be easy enough to do. When you shear that off, I will let you take a moment as part of the motion to cut yourself on some of the ripped metal.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Roll a d6 slashing damage upon thyself.
Okay. That is 3 halved again to 1.
There you go.
And that is my turn.
Exy is being weird in chat. He's trying to figure out how Callie can become a self-aware zombie.
Yeah, that tracks for him.
I mean, that could be really fun.
Let's not
Callie
fight
will
it.
become the Timmy.
I don't know if I get rewarding though.
But zombies can't be healed, so you're permanently at 1 hit point.
Right, but I get that zombie fortitude where I just bounce back up.
Until you don't.
Until you don't, and then you're just dead.
Unless you take that movie Warm Bodies into account, because then
I love Warm Bodies.
Such a good
That
film.
sounds weird.
So
that can't.
By the way, Remy is flying the ship
phrasing.
where everyone else towards the army, right? So
Yeah.
as she's flying it up there, you see that the bone devil that was attacking her, it's kind of looking where we're going, and where you're going, and it basically kind of like snarls at both of you, and then it lifts off and begins and it's banking off and away from the army. And at this point, since you guys are higher up, you notice that there is a group of devils that are not engaging in the fight. They seem to be they actually seem to be fleeing the field.
Oh.
About a third of the army.
That's running away?
More. Yep.
Well, first I'm gonna go up to Remy, make sure she's okay.
Remy's like, I've had worse. Okay, don't worry about it. Where do you want me to put this thing down?
Do you see that Pegasus in the distance? Follow it.
All right. I don't think this barge moves as fast as a Pegasus.
It probably won't, but we can catch up to it eventually.
All right. So she begins piloting the barge towards it. The barge basically makes it go as fast as it can, but that still leaves it like almost 100 feet behind the Pegasus.
Yeah.
So,
there's nothing I can do to really.
Yeah, this thing is not built for speed. It's built
augment
for carrying a lot
that
of weight.
Yeah.
All right, Utopia.
Yeah.
You are on the back of your. I can't talk. You're on the back of your Pegasus.
Yes.
And you are flying. You technically passed Aeon by a little bit because of the speed. Aeon took off again, so he is now a ways ahead of you. but from the sheer speed that Safa went at before, you know you'll pass him again if you nothing but fly. But you're gonna have to. The only reason you're not gonna be as far down as he is because you're gonna have to fly around the two fighting devils. Die.
God damn it.
Are we still on initiative?
Yup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've got death saves going everywhere.
Hey, at least you have the ability to get Callie back up, I hope.
That's my
considering
plan. That's my plan.
Yeah.
That's why I asked. That's exactly why I asked.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna fly around them?
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta.
So you basically using some movement to go around them. You end up maybe 20 feet behind Aeon. So, but you are like really, you two are neck and neck with, and he's running across the ground, so it's insane. You hear in your head, "Oh my god, he's really fast."
Yeah. Yeah. Aeon is the fastest out of
We
all
should
of
buy
us.
him some wings. He'd be stupid fast in the air.
If there's a way to get them wings, I think I'd get them wings so they can get the fuck out of these dangerous situations.
Just give him some Red Bull.
Or
It
he could
gives
get
you
there-
wings.
He'd get to the dangerous situations faster.
Horrible idea.
Okay,
Don't give him
so
wings.
you two can't talk
Give
too
him
much
wings.
then.
Let's give Lex wings.
Oh my god.
Give Lex wings.
Lex and Aeon get
I
wings.
love this. Death from above.
We can get him
From
winged
above.
sandals.
No, hold on. Get her wings in. Get Lex and Gills. She's just flying above, just holding one arm out because of his boots. Just Drake standing underneath the bicycle, literally hanging upside down as they
Oh
go.
my god.
So,
That's
are you gonna use
terrifying.
all your actions to move as fast as possible? So
Yep.
that is the end of Utopia's turn. Val, you are up again.
I'm gonna take my sword from the air and disengage it and resheath it, and then I'm gonna go kneel at Callie, and I am going to cast Cure Serious Wounds at 5th level.
Oh,
So prepare to take 30 points of healing.
Callie, you
Damn.
have 30 points.
That's a lot of points.
That's Cure Serious Wounds.
Damn.
That's that good shit.
It's the good.
Yeah, no.
Hit you with
I'm
that good,
not looking
good.
at chat. I'm not looking at the call chat anymore.
good.
I have
What?
an image of a falcon with nipple rings now, and I don't think falcons have nipples. So I don't exactly know how to deal with this.
Where they'd be placed.
That is so
I'm-
metal.
I'm gonna go to therapy on Wednesday. It'll be fine.
It is
I don't know how
Wednesday.
many of you. I don't know how many of
This
you
is
watched
therapy.
Teen Titans
Yeah.
Go and remember "The Night Begins to Shine," but that song is now in my head.
From Teen
Oh
Titans
my.
or Teen Titans Go? 'Cause I didn't watch
I think
Go.
it's Teen Titans Go.
Oh,
Okay. I
okay.
didn't
The
watch Go. I
night
watched
begins
the
to
original.
Yeah.
shine.
So you
Well, they're in
doing anything
that
else,
that dystopian world. No.
All
I'm just gonna kind of like check Callie, make sure she's okay, make sure that the healing took. You scared me for a second, kid.
Whew, I haven't done that in a while.
Let's try not to do that again. You got impaled.
Oh yeah, no. The last time I did that, I fell off a cliff.
Again with the not doing the and I help you up. Like we're not doing that again. We're
Okay.
not.
Well, I don't see another one.
Drake?
Right? They both flew off.
They flew away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well,
I think
they're
I
not here anymore.
Scared one of them.
You are still unconscious.
Okay, but how's his breathing?
So good.
Okay.
Right.
good
Oh,
time.
you do notice that there's not as many air bubbles around the rods in his chest.
Oh, thank God.
Or that's a bad thing because
Yeah.
he's not breathing as well.
He's not getting nearly as much oxygen to his blood,
Well, or it's over oxygenated.
or is over oxygenating.
Leaking
Exactly.
out.
And you have to remember, he's also still pumping blood around those rods.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, didn't really notice it before because you were concentrating on what was the obvious wounds. But as you kind of like are moving around and trying to get a better position to break the other rod off, you kind of look into the cab and you see that his legs have been just mangled by the metal, and where the cockpit was, his legs were sticking like straight out. The cockpit was like maybe 4 feet long. The cockpit is about 1.5 feet long.
But he's breathing.
His legs
But
are
he's
all
breathing.
his legs are all crumpled up into that small area.
Oh, he ain't walking away.
Not without healing. Magical healing specifically. Normal healing won't do that. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Magical healing is the bone.
So,
Got spell slots left, buddy. We're coming.
Can't
Callie,
wait to slap Drake.
your turn.
Okay.
You are
I'm
conscious.
up. I'm up. And
The barge
there-
is moving towards the armies. It is actually over the fighting armies now, the very front edge of it. You can see the Pegasus in the distance flying away, but Aeom, and you can see Aeom on the ground below it. But below you there's fighting devils everywhere, and ahead of you there's two giant horned devils who are fighting each other.
Two giant horny devils. Horn devils.
horny devils.
They're really going at it.
Sure
They're
are.
really going at it. They're really trying to penetrate each other.
Woo!
So there's just
The hot
devils fighting devils all over the
Yes,
So
hot
place.
we're-
devils. Well, no, because a
Fighting.
lot of the other
the luckiest
lieutenants
devils
are
in the
bone
world.
devils, which, although they have a hot-sounding name, are not hot at all.
No, they're
No.
not. They're creepy.
No,
No.
not
Although-
unless you're the Undertale fandom.
Think an anorexic insect.
No, not
It's-
unless you're the
it's
Undertale
fine.
fandom. You
Most
haven't
Or-
seen the
Callie's
Undertale
friends were
fandom in its
skin and
prime.
bones.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Fair enough.
Oh
Mm.
gosh.
I remember that shit. Traumatizing.
I Callie would have absolutely no idea what to do with this information. How do we know which ones are good and which ones are bad?
None
all
of them
bad.
are good. They're all
None
bad.
of them are good.
None of them are
Good to
good.
know. Good to know. How far away are the ones on the ground?
She's keeping it pretty high, so they're about 30 feet down.
They're 30 feet below us? Like directly below us?
There's some directly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're gonna drop. Callie's gonna rush to the side of the ship and just look
Not
down.
jump off the ship.
No, I'm not jumping off the ship. She's just gonna like lean way too far over. But she's gonna hook her feet in the landing, so she's not gonna fly off.
Val's right there, like holding her up. Oh, damn it! I swear to
She's
God.
hooking her belt and hanging on.
Swear to fucking God.
Swear to the light. If one more person jumps
fine,
off of a
it's fine,
goddamn
it's
thing today.
Watch this. And she's just gonna spit out a cloud of poisonous yellow-green fog as she casts Cloud Kill, and she's just gonna pour it straight
Holy
down
shit.
Oh
on
damn!
top of the bone
Alright.
devil.
Roll damage for cloud kill.
It's what I did in the
It's
college
right,
study
okay.
room 3 years ago, but worse.
Why did I know it was gonna be that story?
25 damage.
Oh my!
All
Not
right.
quite as good as the blight, but we'll go for it.
So you basically see several of the lesser devils down there that are fighting are dropping. A lot of the devils are just reacting to this. They don't even seem to notice where it's coming from. It's just like it's just part of the fight that's going on.
They blame each other for whoever ripped
Pretty
ass
much.
and continue to try to beat each other.
Pretty much.
Every day. And it's just gonna start rolling.
Got it.
Oof.
Or are you
can actually
moving it
move
with
it,
you
right?
as you fly?
Yeah, it moves 10 feet away from you at the start of each of your turns. So it's gonna just roll
It's gonna
forward
roll
as we
through the
go.
rest of it.
Yep,
Alright.
it's yeah.
I'm here for that.
Aeom,
I'm just gonna like
And
switch
Val,
back
Val
up.
pulls you back up like that. Was stupid, but really impressive.
Were my feet not hooked in there right?
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure you don't die today.
Jumping off ship is bad. I think 30 feet isn't too high.
It's
but
bad.
It's been a while.
It's bad. It's bad.
Thanks for healing me though.
I got you, kiddo.
Aeom, what are you doing? Gonna blow the rest of
With-
your movement? And
Yeah, with my 150.
Phrasing!
Sam.
I regret
You know
nothing
he's
the
gonna
end.
do it. You know he's gonna do it.
So you go flying down.
I'm gonna do it till he's satisfied.
Go flying down towards them. You literally come to a sliding stop right beside the ship. It only takes you a moment looking in to understand that Drake is in a horrible. And his body is wrecked. Alive. Have no idea for how much longer.
How long has he been like this, Lex?
Be less than 30 seconds.
Lex's response is still too long.
Can I? Oh, I can't even do anything. Fuck. Fuck.
Do. Okay. Okay.
Damn it. I just get to stare at him.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright. That's
fine.
third.
Okay.
As you're staring, you're looking down at him. You're in the woods, right? And it's already kind of dim. But the lights go down.
Oh, Ray, you play me so well. I love you.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
This is not the
A
time!
large shadow steps from one of the trees, walks towards you, and as it does, it gets smaller. Almost the same size as you. It's female, in robes,
Of course it is. Of
with a
course.
sword on her hip.
Of course it is.
And she walks up, says, if have faces, if you actual
You're making me choose for someone else's soul?
I will let you die insane as my father.
I would do anything to save people. In your own way. Yes.
She kneels down and she puts her hands on the edge of the ship. Great. You're rolling in a sea of fucking pain. Your mind is literally overwhelmed with raucous noise. And after a couple seconds, you realize you're here. Heartbeat and the blood rushing around in your all you can pain. But even through that, kind of almost chuckle in your head. Been here before.
Uh-huh.
And you saw what you no matter what, your action saves some people.
What a poetic way to go out. Split him like
You
a
come so
fucking
close.
log.
You come so close to dying so many times that you recognize that this could be it. Your body has been in that pain. A figure steps into your it steps into your. It looks like other, but instead of the white robe, always depicted wearing black robe.
The same one I saw before?
Yes. And instead of having her hands open manner, has a sword on her.
You again.
Going to suffer without great.
Oh, this is not the first time I've been here.
Crippling.
Oh.
How much? Take. Interact.
And that's why you're here? Take advantage of my weakness? You already made me one promise. I'm still waiting to see that one fulfilled.
When you pauses for.
There's the kicker. There's always a price tag. Oh.
My
Oh.
disciple.
You don't know me very well. I had only a few options in that case. I wasn't just doing
what
to save.
I'm willing. Can be done. Find something.
Now, later, you, someone else.
If it's someone else.
But what is exactly you? But what exactly is it that you stand for?
Service. Final.
Mercy.
Not. Can be.
And how many of those are even within my grasp right now?
But I do. I do not need someone who has that ridiculous pause.
My path, as things stand now, ends in one way, and only one way. My blade through an admiral's chest. After that, I've got a chance to start over and find a new purpose in life.
I will not. I will just tell you.
Do you know
There's
why?
no pre-
Destiny is what you make of it.
Exactly.
You carve out your own destiny in life, no matter the adversity. You choose to quit, that's on you. But last I checked, no one was there to help me.
Alice looks at her hand.
Then let's talk business first. I want to know exactly what would be demanded of me and asked of me, down to the letter.
I think I am very well. But you have this. I
And what if it feels a different path is calling me further down the line? What then? What if one of your other parts
about to meet.
I think it's all about what's offered?
And if you
Fine. A trial period then. If things seem to go in a different direction, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Wouldn't be the first time I've nearly died.
she stands up, and as she stands up, Aeom, kind of like her hands come up off of the ship, and her hands kind of space out. The ship's frame starts to unwrinkle, and as it does, because there's basically no outer shell to the ship anymore, you see that Drake's legs just start snapping back out.
Oh!
Actually,
Ah.
that is a sound that probably does not disturb Lex as much as it disturbs me.
It is it's a very odd sound.
I've experienced it in real life.
Oh my
Aw.
god.
Nah,
I've reset bones. I've reset people's bones for them.
Yeah, it's very weird because the sound is dulled
Yeah,
Oh,
through the
because
skin.
it's inside all that meat.
Yeah.
Ah!
And
So
the
it's
worst
like a
part about it is if
dull-
you have your hands on them when it happens, you can feel it.
feel it. Yeah, yeah.
Smelly.
Does Lex feel it
No,
through
no.
the metal that
it's
holding on
crunchy
You
under
see
the
it happening
squelchy.
though.
Yeah.
And as the frame comes out, the other rod just slips out of his chest, but blood just starts to well up. And
Fine,
she
fine,
says
fine,
she's still
fine.
holding her hands out, and then her head just turns to look at you, Aeom, and she nods once. Is savable.
Praise be to the Night Mother.
Have questions? Hide.
Thank you. Again. Aeom nods back at her.
She kind of like, as everything snaps back out into place, she kind of just turns and she walks towards the tree. And the moment she steps into the shadow that she came out of, like it's like walking in a line, an eraser line, and kind of like into the shadow. So, this is happening as the fight's going on behind you. You guys in a skiff are coming up on this. You can see that, and by the way, Milagros, your action will be flying the rest of the way and landing, I assume. So, you guys see that Drake's still unconscious, by the way. He never regained consciousness. But as you guys come up to it, you can see that behind you, you can hear the fighting. And we're going to go out of initiative. You can hear the fighting going on behind you. It seems to be dying down. And you also start to hear other, like, noises. Like, you can hear that there is Elvish being shouted amongst you. And you see a large group of rangers, who are the forces that patrol the forest and try and keep the forest safe, are moving through the trees, and they're kind of like moving around to flank the enemy.
Finally, backup has arrived.
Where were these people
All it
before?
took was
About
two
fucking
of us,
time.
well, three of us almost dying.
And so, but as you guys are sitting there, what are you guys gonna do for Drake? You can
So
see that there is the blood that's coming out is very red, and it's coming out in spurts. So as a seasoned combatant, you know that he has an artery at the very least pierced, and
Yeah.
he's healing him.
so like during that whole thing, like the minute like this strange woman appeared, like the minute she appeared, and especially when she came close, like in rage, unknown person coming towards them, Lex was growling because pissed.
Yep.
But she doesn't do anything the whole time. She still had like one hand wrapped around the other rod, waiting like to slowly try to break it again. And the minute it comes out, she lets go. She pulls open the thigh pack, like kind of almost instead of like undoing the buckle, just kind of rips it.
Yep.
Pulls out the healing potion, uncorks it with her teeth, and shoves the bottle. It shoves the end of the vial into Drake's mouth.
Gotcha.
To get it into him.
Yep, and he's kind of sitting up, so as you shove it in, the liquid just is rolling down his throat, and he's instinctively swallows it.
Yes.
So
Chug.
who just
Hey,
said
it's better than
phrasing
butt
to a
chugging.
healing potion?
Me.
Going to
That was
hell.
terrible.
Go there.
It's fine. I got a handbasket
Look,
already.
as
ready.
long
You
as
can
it
have
wasn't
mine
butt
if you want
chug,
that.
we're good.
We
Butt chugging
butt chugging
healing
healing potions. Let's go.
No.
So,
Well,
Drake,
I did
you
say
get
Drake would
back-
be
Multiplies
fine.
by 10 with butt chug.
Okay.
7.
that was pretty good. You get back 7 hit points, and you become conscious. The last thing you can really remember is the conversation you had with the
Still with me?
I'm alive. I'm alive. Fuck.
Yeah.
And he's just to literally just move his arm. That psychic blade comes out, and he just tosses it to the side, like outside of the ship. And the moment it hits the ground, just like teleport to it, just lying on his back. Ah.
Your legs hurt. Your chest hurts. Basically, anywhere where bones were just reknitted violently is sore.
Yeah, he probably had several broken ribs, if not all of them, that just got fixed.
They both have broken ribs. Lex has been doing this with a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
It just like Drake appears on the ground and like since Lex didn't take damage, the rage finally disappears, and the left arm just like drops way more than it should be.
Yep.
But his eyes are closed just to help with Sentry. It's like, please, tell me that killing that fucker did something.
Well, they're all trying to kill each other now.
Works for me. Did anyone see my axe?
Yeah,
Kind of left it in another guy.
we saw that guy.
Is he dead?
I think we killed that one
Oh,
too.
he was dead.
Alright. 2-for-1 special. Right after a 1.5 off special.
Has the skiff landed?
We're
at
on
this
a
point?
roll.
Yeah, no, yeah. Coming down right now.
It's fine.
Ah,
Oh,
When's
man.
the buy one
Drake's
get one
laying on
I
the
free?
ground.
landed.
Lex, yeah, you landed before the skip did. You landed
Okay,
shortly
perfect.
after Aeon got there.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going straight to Drake because I have more healing. I do. I have more healing.
like- those are heavy footballs.
I'm not
You
gonna step
Utopia?
on you.
It's
Yes,
Utopia.
I'm not gonna step on you. I would like to cast Cure Serious
Phrasing.
Wounds at 3rd level.
What if I say please? What?
No, why would I step on you?
I'm
You'll be
kidding.
fine.
I'm kidding. Like,
All right.
Utopia,
You can heal
you
through your
really
boot
gotta
if you
learn what
want
a
to.
joke is.
What?
You can heal through your boot if you want to.
I'm not healing
I
through my
mean,
boot.
it's true.
Your boot.
You
No,
just have to be
I'm not
touching
healing
him. It
under
doesn't
my
say
hand.
where or
And,
how.
like toe tap him, like
I
just
was-
nudge him with your
No.
toe, just like you
No, I'm
good,
gonna-
you good.
No, I'm
Kind
gonna
of like
kneel.
gentle nudge.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
like kneel down and like kind of like put my hand on the side of his face.
Oh.
Right
Um,
as you're casting, you can roll the healing.
Yeah.
Right as you're
16.
casting the spell, so you get back. Right as you're casting the spell, you guys behind you, you see like huge concussive explosions start happening amidst where the devils are fighting, and the devils begin like just dispersing, running off, and you see the shadow in the sky of the Lady Harpy coming in. She's kind of turned it sideways so her guns one side of the ship can be brought to bear, and she is basically firing her weapons down on the army itself. You also see that the rangers who are moving around, as the devils are trying to run through the trees, the rangers are there with bows, and they're picking. They're just the devils that make it into the trees are turning into pin full of fucking air. Some of the devils, of course, do get away because most of them can fly. But there is a large number of them that are just taken out just because they were too busy fighting with each other to see all the actual enemy coming up on them.
Yeah. As we are landing, I'm spending a 3rd level slot to cast Cure Serious Wounds on Rami.
Okay.
So she will heal for 20.
Ooh, that's almost all the damage she took.
Damn.
I'm gonna run over to Lex.
I was
and,
gonna say Lex is next. I still have more healing I can do.
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
actually-
same.
I'm gonna
I have
use
heals too.
medicine. I'm just gonna use a medicine roll to reset
Oh
Lexton's shoulder.
no! It's gonna
Yeah,
go
oh,
wrong.
this-
And
Now, like,
Boy.
Lex is clearly trying to do it herself, and it's just not in the right angle. Can't get the right angle with the broken ribs.
Aeom walks over and is just, this is new. The whole face.
Oh yeah. I'm part cat, technically, kinda.
Oh. And Aeom grabs your hand and your shoulder, twists it back, and just pops your shoulder.
Oh!
Go ahead and make the roll.
Yeah. Please do good. Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It is sudden. It is quick. You nearly pass the fuck out because of the pain, but all the rest of you standing around here hear that audible pop as it slips back into socket.
Mm-hmm.
That's the good stuff.
That's
And-
the good
Ooh.
stuff.
And after the pain,
that sounded
after
painful.
you kind of, yeah, after you reel from the pain for a couple of seconds, nothing but relief. It still hurts. Don't get me wrong. It fucking hurts like crazy.
Yeah, but my
compared to
shoulder.
the way it felt when it was out, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, thanks. Couldn't get the right angle. Some broken ribs.
I've done it a lot.
In honor of the fight, we're gonna go ahead and start.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's like,
And then
so,
gonna hop off the skiff as well.
Can
Yeah.
I
And
give
I'm
some
gonna
more
run-
healing? I also have
So
I
type
was
that-
looking through this while I was using all of my stuff on movement.
Yep.
I also have healing hands, so I can give anybody 10 hit points through a touch. So I'm gonna give that to Drake as well because he just fucking died.
Yeah.
well, no, I didn't die.
Yeah, you died. Okay,
You
didn't sell your
died.
soul,
You
just
like
died.
died.
Okay,
You
I've
did
got-
sell
I
your
have-
soul to
died.
my body.
Callie died. Everybody fucking died.
four rolls. Callie
Yeah.
failed your first death save.
Oh my fucking god.
Drake stabilized.
Damn!
You made 3 death saves in a row. You stabilized.
Whew.
Callie with sugar, we're going down.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't fail it with a 1. You just failed it. So now everyone, make sure you type exclamation point vampire in the chat. He entered in to get raffle tickets because we're giving away that amazing mini on the first. This mini right here, and this mini is going to be given away when we on the first to one lucky winner who is one of you. If you're a subscriber, you get 2 tickets. If you're a follower, you get 1 ticket. And when we get to the show on Monday, on the first Friday, we are going to be giving away the mini at the beginning of the show, and at the end of the show, we're going to announce what the mini is going to be. When we do the raffle for the show that night, we're going to be doing the first tickets for the new month. Means we're going to be announcing as we do the raffle what the new mini is. All right,
Nice.
so we're going to take a 15-minute break. Does that sound good, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, just real quick before we take the break, I'm gonna walk up behind Lex with my hand on her back. It's like, the pair of you are a couple of idiots, you know that. And as I put my hand on her back, I heal her for 11 hit points. I'm glad to see you both alive.
Idiots, maybe. But man, was it fucking awesome.
I will admit we saw some of the carnage back there. Well done.
Just tree trunked him.
We approve. Yeah, that was gross.
That was gross.
Look.
Great.
And Drake's still just laying on
It's like, look.
We look at
Ugh.
Drake and we're just like, you shut up and get healed.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this: if I'm going to die, I'm not going to die like some bitch. If I'm going to die in a spectacular fashion that no one will ever forget.
Yeah,
Well,
but
we'd
I
like
wasn't
to
letting
die.
you die after that.
We'd
Callie
like
has
to die
jumped
old
over
and in our
the edge
bed.
of the
Fuck
boat,
that.
ran, skidded over, and just slapped her hand over Drake's mouth. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about dying right now.
Just like mentally to Callie, it's like, you holding up okay?
No. That's why we're not going to talk about dying.
You got close too, huh? Because although you're recovering now, that mental link is still active.
You can't shut him up.
Yeah, but it's almost disturbing to everybody on the outside.
Everyone in the thought bubble. I hate and love you all so damn much.
It's like, well, looks like I'm gonna need another tattoo.
You're gonna need a couple after that.
No, just the one.
Don't argue. Don't argue.
Shut up.
Shut up. That's gonna be another entire crew thing. Everyone's gonna be like, "Just shut up, Drake."
Shut up.
Drake.
Shut up, Wesley.
Eternally.
All right, we're gonna take a 15-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh thank God.
We made it back.
Yes.
It is
We back.
incredible. Made it back. Didn't crash. And thank you everyone for being wonderful and letting us take a little break. I know it probably went a little bit long, but so.
Hello.
Oh, Crit Pocker, you got just in fire there.
Whew.
Patch.
Hello.
Yep, 3 minutes and 26 seconds left on the giveaways, the raffle tickets. So be sure if you have not, type !vampire into chat. That way you will be getting raffle tickets and you can possibly win the mini of the month, which is going to be given away on the Friday show. Is the from the Blood Right Red Rain collection from Art Villain Games. It is the Dreadwing, which is undead knight riding an undead dragon, and it yours if you are one of the people has raffle tickets and actually enters and gets their name drawn. One entry per ticket. Subscribers get 2, followers get 1. We can blame Sam succeeding in all his death throws.
See, this is what I mean.
Karma
This is what I
has
mean.
balanced somehow.
This is what I mean. It's always my fault. It's bullshit.
Why is it bullshit? I believe it.
Because it's easy to blame me. It's the lazy thing to do. Y'all are lazy, and you know it.
So, you guys are kind of picking up the pieces. The army of devils is quickly dispersed once an organized resistance comes up. And so, rest of the time, the army is spending kind of doing triage on the lower city. They're going through, they're finding the dirt, bringing out the dead. And then some of the people in the city begin helping, of course. It is a fairly horrific sight because there is a lot of people, and it doesn't seem like there was a lot of rhyme or why this happened. This seems axe murder.
All right. I'm glad we're all alive and everything. It's kind of nice to see everyone up and at 'em.
Yeah.
All right. They're probably doing mop-up efforts to clean up the rest of those flaming red fuckheads.
I have another heal, so can I give that to Callie? She got speared through the hip.
Oh, it's
Can you do
okay.
that?
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna
Callie,
hear
take
serious
the
wounds
thing.
again. And she's gonna
Guys-
get 18 points.
Damn.
Does she say that? Just gonna like give her like a half hug.
Oh, she would go all in for like the
Aw.
hug, and you'll see like just a little tear. That was really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should stick together next time.
Yeah, that was like the worst idea ever. Why did we all? Everybody was separate. Everybody was.
And when she
Because-
says that, I'm gonna walk right up to Utopia, like very
Oh.
stern face, like
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh
Like-
no! Oh no! That's bad.
don't you ever scare me like that again. And I'm just gonna take you by your face and I'm gonna pull you in and just give you the biggest hug. You had me so worried. Don't do that.
Okay. Oh God, I'm gonna puke.
I'm gonna like crush him for a second. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm still getting used to that. Still getting used to it. Still getting
Callie's gonna ruin this moment, walk right up to Drake and smack him across the face.
Oh shit!
Ah,
Wait, you
What was
can
that
deal with
for?
slaps too?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think
Like-
so.
No.
No.
I'm not sure what that one was for.
You left me,
Oh,
and things started going quiet.
Gee, I wonder why that was.
sometimes
You do a stupid thing for a
somebody.
good
Let him
reason.
finish. Doesn't
For a
even-
good reason, but it's a stupid thing, and you scare the people you care that care about you and whom you care about.
And then she's just gonna squeeze him really close.
Oh, okay.
Good
Okay,
job.
careful with the ribs. I'm pretty sure those were previously broken.
Squeeze them again.
Yeah, we have lots of healing. It's fine.
It's
It's
fine.
fine.
While
Y'all
she's
call me
squeezing
a-
him, she's gonna cast a cure wound.
Shouldn't you be healing yourself?
No, it's fine. It's just it's
Callie?
got a scab over. It's got a scab over. It'll be fine. Where did
I
that
put a
go?
hand on Callie's shoulder and I heal her.
9 points of
another
healing.
Everyone is like
Third level spell.
serpentitiously healing each other on the slide.
Callie takes another 23 points of healing.
Jesus, guys.
You almost died. You
I wasn't the
just
only
got
one that almost died.
here. Yeah, I gave AO 50. Drake got a bunch, and now you.
It's like, all right, stop spending all your magic. And
Don't tell me what to goddamn do.
Don't tell us what the fuck
And not,
to do. You
not after you pulled that shit you just pulled. Don't you
Oh,
dare.
You needed
you mean
God to
setting-
come down and
like-
fix your shit.
What? You mean setting up
no,
this
I don't want
entire battle?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to
don't
hear shit.
want-
from
Somebody
to
had to
hear
make
it.
a sacrifice play. It might have been someone. Might as well have been someone crazy.
If I don't get to die, and I point to Aeom, and they don't get to die, then neither do you. No one gets to die here.
Look, my story's ending in blood one way or another. Either mine or someone else's.
Do we
Not if Val
do
has
we not
anything to
talk
say about it.
anymore?
Or me.
Well, then you best hope I get to them first. And he's just gonna like move the coat a little bit, and you guys can see the pommel of the blade. Cause I still have to cover that in blood eventually, and not my own.
And we're gonna make sure that you make it out.
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah. That Admiral's gonna get jumped by all, like, fucking 6
Yeah,
adventurers.
we're gonna make this like the easiest kill you've ever
They're gonna
had.
turn into
No.
just a splat on the wall.
Exactly why I probably need to get some practice with this thing eventually.
And then I'm gonna turn to Utopia again. Utopia, there's someone I'd like you to meet very much. And I will turn to Rami. Ramira, this is my daughter Utopia. Utopia,
she's
this is Ramira.
the.
Yeah.
It's a
Hi. Oh shoot. Right. Utopia's gonna give her a curtsy first, and then be like, "Oh right, hands, right."
Remy kind of says, I'm I guess here.
Yeah.
Takes your hand.
Oh God, I gotta teach 2 of them now. Fuck.
What?
I'm going to take this gift back. Probably gonna efforts. I'm soon. You guys can back yourselves. Back in one.
Yeah. Let me know if you need anything.
About
Alexa,
that.
Are you okay?
He should go up in the skiff.
Yeah.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah.
I-
Take him.
I can take you
I'm
all
gonna-
back up on the skiff if you want.
It's like
Well,
there's
who wants to ride Sappho? I can take one other person with me.
I
actually.
can
Hold on.
literally take 20,000 pounds of on the skiff.
Oh no, it's just a matter of.
Sappho can probably ride the skiff too if she
Well, no,
wants.
it's a matter of preference. Like, who wants to get on the Pegasus? Because I'm going with
It's
Sappho.
like-
So who wants
Yeah,
to get on the
just
Pegasus?
it's like just mentally to the group. Is that big, black, and unmanned ship still listing out there?
Shut up. There's a pony.
Ponies don't have wings. That's something else entirely.
It's called a Pegasus, but a Pegasus is, in fact, a pony with wings.
It's a winged pony.
So confusing, but moving on. Is the ship
I forgot something.
there?
In the link here, well, yeah, I'm a pony with wings, but wings are, they're all the time
What
there.
the
And
fuck?
there's ponies sometimes, but sometimes I'm not a pony. It depends on what I need to be, because I'm kind of like a thing that was made, but not really a thing that was made, because I already existed, but then I was given this because this is what was needed, but sometimes I'm just a horse.
Sappho, you are the
One time I was
greatest.
a goat.
You are the greatest thing to have ever set foot on this godforsaken planet.
I'm half goat.
I was a whole goat once. It was big goat though, big. I rammed things with my head, and I was grumpy. That was a bad time. I was grumpy that time.
Yeah.
Oh, we should trade notes on all the things that we can chain into. I was
I can't
I was
turn
a
into
spider.
different things. It's when I'm summoned. I'm old.
Oh, like how old?
Like all of it.
Yes.
Older than
Just all of it.
I'm over 200. I'm not a baby.
Oh shit! The Grouch Couch is rating us.
Oh
Hey,
my
guys.
God.
What's up,
Hey,
yo?
y'all.
Wait.
What's
Wait.
happening?
My little pony.
No.
My little pony.
There we
My little pony.
Nah.
It's
We are not
my
getting
little
copyright
pony,
from
my little pony. Listen, you and share this magic with me.
The Grouch Couch shows up like chaos is going nuts again.
Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And
Thank you so
magic
much
makes
for the
it all
follow.
clear, my little
We're not gonna get
pony.
copyrighted for
My
this, right?
God. You guys are broken and horrible, and I love you. Remember,
I
guys,
wish
if
this
you
was vodka
came
right
over from
now.
the Grouch Couch raid and you give us a follow, you will be automatically entered to win this set of D&D books. It is the core set. It is the limited edition, so it is the foil print covers, not the regular covers. And it comes with everything you see here, and you will be entered to win just by giving us a follow. So we please ask you to give us that love and give us that follow, and get back to the game.
All right. No, it's like okay. Slow down. We'll talk about that later. Is the ship still there?
Maybe.
Remy's like, oh wait, no, you're in the mental league. Oh, sorry. I forgot. Yeah, the ship's still there.
Good.
By the way, did
Because
you
if
know
I
that
can
anything
connect-
you do to Utopia, I get to get it?
I do. It's like Utopia's not in the link.
Oh shit.
No! Oh god, we gotta redact that whole.
Man.
We'll just say you said that out loud. We'll say you said that out loud. It's
Can't
like
talk out loud. He doesn't have lips.
Oh,
they're
Drake.
saying to Utopia, and probably Utopia is translating.
There.
It's like just goes to the link. It's like, is the ship still there?
I don't know. Utopia, do you know if the ship is still there?
I'm gonna look for the ship. Is
Yeah,
it
did
still-
I
was
see
Yeah,
it?
it's still there.
like probably went to go get their axe, so they'd be closer towards where they'd be able to see the ship.
Yeah, the ship
Okay.
is still there. You see that there is, it's actually looks like it's been tied up to is moving up to one of the docks, and you see there's people on the ship moving around. And it looks like it's floating up to one of
gotten
the
to it
docks.
before you.
Well, I've got some good news. I can link to one of the smaller ships. I'm pretty sure I can link to the big one too.
What?
Are you saying that you want to commandeer the bigger ship?
Oh fuck yes.
I'm a little confused. You can link with inanimate objects now.
Well,
The ship, the ship takes
So-
psychic connection.
so let me break it down something from where I grew up. They're not super common. The ships I grew up around, not the ones that the Navy brings in. Very few can actually pilot them. All of them have one thing in common. We control them through psionics. It's how we keep other people from just swinging in, killing us all, and taking over the ships in the first place. Mother
Unless-
had the gift.
Unless
I
they have
do
a
too.
psionic.
Precisely.
There's a lot of words
Meaning-
in there. I don't know.
Considering what kind of ship that is, I just might be able to link to it and pilot it.
Are we stealing a ship?
Callie has no
No.
idea what's going on. She's gonna go
We're
pet the pony.
claiming one.
I'm gonna go take
claiming
a
a ship.
nap. Is what I'm gonna do.
Finders keepers.
It's more like spoils of war.
Yeah.
Difference.
Not really.
So you guys are making your way back, I assume. Are you
Yeah,
gonna let Rami fly you back?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna let Rami fly
Wait,
me
who,
back.
who wants to go on Sappho? Last call.
Okay.
Callie, you
Callie
deserve
wants
a
the flying
pony
pony.
ride.
Allie
You
wants
You
to
deserve
play
a
pony.
pony
Flying
ride.
ponies.
I have a question. Are we leaving immediately?
I
Once we
don't
get
know.
Mine immediately.
Like-
Oh, fuck,
Leaving
that hurts.
where?
Do I have some time before we leave here?
We need to find the Elder Druid too.
Are you asking
kind of
everyone in
crouched.
general out loud, or are you asking in the?
I'm asking everybody out loud.
Rami says, we have medical facility. Ship. We have healers on the ship. Not in a good way. And
That
plus,
makes sense.
we're gonna be the only real big military force until enforcement's here. Obviously, not safe.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay down here and perform some funeral rites and help whoever I can.
So yeah. I tell you what, I'll bring the first crew down from the barge. I'll bring them down here. They can help you gathering the proper right. I'll
Thank
even
you.
see if there's one of the.
Thank you.
You've got the link up as well. If you need any of us, just use it.
Thank you, Brother Drake.
Oh, don't call me that. No.
I'm sorry.
Don't,
What?
Right.
Don't
I'm sorry.
you
What?
dare
Right.
What happened?
call me that.
The Night
Why?
Mother.
What?
She helped Drake.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
She saved
so,
Drake.
So,
Yes.
so does that mean that you're a disciple too? Then
We've got currently a temporary
You can
agreement.
do that with a god?
We're not entirely sure how things are going to go further down the line, so we're playing it by ear.
this is Drake we're talking about.
I
Who
wish
knows
my
how
family
this
would
is
have
gonna
done
go.
something more temporary.
Well, no offense, but
Sorry.
you know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be nice.
Probably a good. Thank you for being nice.
So are we friends now?
I mean, we just drew
Yes.
blood together and almost nearly died together. I would assume so.
I thought we were already friends.
I thought
I
so
was-
too.
Hard
I
to say the
wasn't sure.
same.
I wasn't sure if Drake would consider me a friend. I wasn't sure.
And
Oh,
why the
yeah.
fuck not?
Because you were upset. You said that I told Finsky bad things about you.
He's just
Yes,
got a
you told-
crusty outside. He's still squishy on the inside.
Okay.
Excuse you.
I'll
Right.
take Allie's word. I'll take her word on it.
Remy kind of looks around and says, like, everyone's kind of squishy on.
Yeah.
Everybody's squishy on the inside.
Drake,
Some
if you'd
people
like
just
to
have
take
a
part in
tough
the funeral rites, you can
I'll
join me.
pass. I've seen enough death and destruction and sowed enough of it too. There's other ways I can help. And
Got a sweet special and a hydrate.
oh, I've already been partaking.
Oh, gee.
It's like, personally, I think I can help most by getting that giant beast under heel and seeing what it's capable of. We may be able to do our job a little bit better with some bigger tools at our arsenal.
Well,
Just
you
don't
may
crash
actually
this one.
be able to help, relocate and redistribute some of these people, some of these displaced people. Then is that what I'm hearing? Because I think that's what I'm hearing.
Not quite what I had in mind.
Also,
I mean, it's an
Drake,
idea, though.
The ships you served on were, I guess, more along the lines of Corsairs and other smaller ships, raiders. This ship, which was the pirates' capital ship, that ship is more along the lines of a battleship.
A man of war like.
Like a meta war.
Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Felt it very nice.
Oh, thank you.
And congratulations to everyone who got subs, because you will now, if you enter into the drawing, the show drawing for raffle tickets, will get double tickets.
Nice. Double tickets for you.
So, not happening for you guys have yeah. So you get back on this on the actual skiff. Flies you up to ship, and that's the Lady Harpy. It's about it's underneath platforms, and it's such a huge that like it can barely fit down here. But it's high enough to where it's not like hitting any of the tops of the roof structures below. And kind of flies up, and there's a bunch of movement. Sailors are. You can see that there's like been a bunch of makeshift repairs to the ship from when it. You also can see that other ship, the cargo carrier, that was flipped over. See that it's crashed on the ground, and there's people flocking around it trying to find that self is kind of coming back from the chaos. You'll see smoke from several fires, but you now see that there is more presence of what looks like a guard. There is those rangers that came in out of the wood. They've been dispersing this, probably trying to do like devils hiding out within itself. One thing you see is on the deck of the ship, the captain of the ship at previous, and he is talking to a much older guy. Has kind of a long, scraggly beard, very unkempt, wearing like traveler's clothes that look patchy and threadbare. He has a backpack on his back that looks like it's definitely sewn back together and molded, and like it's about to fall. He is holding a staff that looks like it's always in the process. Like sprigs will come off the top of it together and braid together, and then leaves will grow off of it, then turn color and fall off. Twig will fall off. It's always growing from the top.
Nice.
And Remy says, I'm gonna drop you guys off on deck. Then go pick up some help your friend.
Do you need a hand with any of that?
I'm gonna be jumping this back and forth so I can find one of my other engines. And I've got to go start supervising the repairs. Not gonna be taking off anytime soon. Off as soon as possible. A lot of people found after.
Right. So would I be?
Evertree was already overcrowded. Structures.
Would I be better help with you or here?
I mean, guys took the out of damage, out of energy. Guys, take the rest. That's. Don't know if the hotel's still.
After today, I think I'm gonna stay on the ship. I don't. The hotel seems. I might be a little traumatized by that. I'm gonna be in the bunk then, and I'm gonna.
Oh, its ship went platforms sky.
That's fair. That's fair.
Stay in one of the hotels down in the.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do a sending and send you a message.
It was wonderful meeting you all. Amazing. I can bring a skiff to pick you up if you guys need to get around the city for the couple of days. Occupied, so I'll probably send.
Thank you, Remy.
About this time, she's like, and Utopia, were you just following the skiff? Callie, what are you doing on your first ride on a?
Well, first of all, not holding on because I don't.
Oh my
Man.
god!
Just
Okay,
like-
so then Utopia probably has to be sitting behind her and like making sure she doesn't go flying off the
Absolutely.
back.
The normal way you do it is you get on the mount, the person gets on behind you.
I know, but if
And then
she's not
holds
holding on,
So
she's
by
gonna.
the time you realize that Callie was not holding on, you'd be in the air. You're gonna immediately land again and make her get in front of you.
Yes. Yes.
What? Did I do something wrong?
Okay, if you want to not hold on, then you need to sit in front of me.
Okay.
So we're gonna swap spots.
Okay. Do I
And
get
then
off
we
first?
can-
Or you get off first?
You get on first, and I'm gonna
Okay.
help her up, and then I'm gonna go on behind her, and now make sure that she doesn't go flying off the back.
How tiny is Callie again?
Oh, Callie's a little beanpole.
She's tiny.
She's a little beanpole. Yeah, she is a whole 5'7". She's maybe 135 pounds, soaking wet.
Yeah. So at this point,
Just
Utopia's
a
just gonna have like her and Ao just always just thrown
Right on
over
the
his
shoulders.
shoulders. Yes. Can't leave either of them alone.
These two break too easy. I'm just gonna carry them everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry them.
Hey, look.
I keep
Don't
forgetting
put
to
me in that
cast
list.
myself.
Don't put me in that list.
You just said Aom and Callie.
Good.
You
Oh,
break
you
all
can
on your own.
teleport. Like. So
I
I
can
can
turn
do what they can't.
Cloud
Get out of
Face.
Dodge.
yeah. So now we can go.
Gotcha. So you fly
Yeah,
up
just
to the
full
air.
Titanic, just like
Yeah, exactly. If she wants to do that, fine. But Utopia has to make sure
The
she
good
doesn't go
news is-
flying up.
The good news is she's shorter than you. So
Yes.
her hair that's flowing out is just like flowing out all over your chest and like that.
Just around here.
But otherwise, you'd have her hair all up in your face. So you guys go flying and following the skiff. Your okay. What was his name again? I'm sorry. Pegasus.
Oh, Sappho.
Sappho.
Sappho. I knew I had it right, but I was not sure. So Sappho's all like, she sticks out her arms, and Sappho just starts going, "I can."
Wrong
Yes.
dimension, Sappho. Wrong dimension.
Yes.
And instead
So
of just
bummed they
flying,
can't hear
and
this now.
because he's so much faster than the skiff, instead
I
of
was
just
gonna
flying
say-
gently behind the skiff, no, he begins like sway,
Oh my god. Oh my
forth.
god. Oh my god.
yeah.
doing huge banks, going like almost sideways and coming back down.
Oh my god. It's the end of Dirty Dancing. The time of my life.
All right. So you guys get up to, like, as I get off of the ship. I'm assuming you're having Sappho land right beside the skiff.
Mhm.
So Sappho lands. You get down, and Sappho's like, if you want, because I'm not real, you know, and so the stuff that comes with me is not real. So when my saddle fell off, it's gone. So, could tell me to like get for a little bit and then bring me back, and I'll have all my stuff.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
would also heal everything.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good to know. Well, thank you for your help. I'm gonna give Sappho like a hug around like the neck.
As you hug
And, like,
around the
a
neck. He speaks in your mind, but for some reason it's a whisper. Sugar.
Oh my god. I don't know where to get sugar. I could probably find you apples when you come back.
How do you feel about mushrooms?
Okay, I'll find you something. I'll find you
How do you feel about mushrooms?
something. They can't be poisonous.
Okay, I can do that.
Just chicken in the woods just starts like growing through the deck.
Here.
Another sweet tea special.
Oh my god.
I'm putting a timer on those.
Well, now they can't spam hydrate, so I think this
Yeah.
is gonna be the new
This
thing.
is the
Sweet tea
revenge.
specials are way more expensive. So there's
I
one
refuse
person
to put my feet on the ground. It's still Pride Month.
there's one person we know that's never gonna get to the high level stuff. Oh God.
My bad.
Wow.
I'm out.
Hydrate.
I'm
I wasn't
out.
saying that. Hydrate. I got one sip left.
I refilled at the break.
Real
Same.
at the break. So, you guys are standing on deck. Callie.
Yeah.
As you climb down off Sappho, and you are standing there, see the staff the man is holding, and recognize it immediately.
That's the guy. That's the guy.
It's the staff of the Archdruid.
That's the guy. Okay, wait. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna run off.
Wait, no,
To,
stop. Don't go. Shit.
Where is she? What is she? Oh no.
So he's talking to the leader, and he. Oh, we'll take the ship and.
No.
I
No,
have,
no, no, no.
I have I have eliminated most of the. City for itself, but the enforced large enough standing guard Evertree. Evertree location force has always been its biggest. Now that they can apparently get through the forest somehow, still haven't figured. Other than get through the forest somehow, Evertree safe. Cal, that's what you hear as you're running up, Callie.
Oh, that was a far run. I
Looks
was
over
ready
at
to.
you, like, oh,
The tree. There's a big hole. I tried to patch it, but the tree.
I thought I felt someone else work the craft because it was a help the tree maintain its strength. Think time to very quick
Okay.
magic.
It was kind of. I don't know what. Thank you.
Posture.
Well, okay. Hi, I'm Callie. I come from underground, and most of my magic I learned kind of by myself. My dad had magic, but it didn't really work very well underground, and he taught me what he could, but I wasn't able to ever do it, so I'm kind of still learning.
For students, the magics you especially lightning, have no one studied on.
Not particularly. I read a lot of books. There wasn't a lot of kids my age.
Like, look like a wood.
My people are what else? No, we went into hiding about 200 years ago.
Why exactly? The hiding?
Well, the elders got really scared after the Mistmother took out that planet.
Where are your people now?
Well, there's a cave system that's... I still didn't figure out a place for that. There's the cave system back around... kind of by the fingers, but not really. It was further than that. Gosh, I've been traveling far. I don't even really remember. But there's a huge cage system. We went underground, and we've been living under there for about 200 years. And I'm trying to find a safe place for my people to come back out.
Kind of shakes his head and he says, "May not have been time for that."
Well, they're still under.
Oh.
I'm a scout.
Oh. Well, the best bet was to come to your people, Jess is right, are here. Plenty of widows want to bring probably be the safest places you can get to. What that would entail for you, but I'm sure that we it aid today.
I mean, there's not many of us left. There's only maybe 100 or so.
Oh, well, that wouldn't even provide then. But I think that you are because you supposed to.
I think so too. I felt a weird pull ever since I came up. First, I just thought it was the sun, and that the sun was trying to welcome us back and tell us it was safe. But I think it's something deeper now.
I think so. Because before I happening came, my staff changed.
Oh,
And he kind of looks up and he kind of like reaches up and he's holding something on the other side of the staff. And he's like, he closes his eyes for a second and then he pulls around and it looks like it's a wand, exactly like the staff. The end of the wand is always green.
oh.
There may be you were able to learn craft so well without anyone, and your background not typical, living through hardships, living in ways that kind of he holds out the wand to you that says it won't an apprenticeship. But I think I am
I would love to have a teacher.
I know that the pull is still calling you to
Mhm.
holds out the what looks to be a wand now. It's actually grown a little off the tree. Says this will grow with you, power growth. And when you are ready, if you continue on the path, called Arch.
Oh. Wow.
There's a long way to go.
No, for sure. Are you sure though?
I didn't make this.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I do have some things to do, but
This time. But I don't think. You know, I don't think any of you. He says, "So, I think you're meant to do exactly what you're doing, and that is the best path. But I will." Our craft, my calling, may not be tangential.
Okay. Wow, that was not what I was expecting out of this, but wow.
I think we'll find that. He kind of looks at the rest of you. Says, "I think you'll find there is much more than simple." And I say this, no lightheartedness. Simple act of saving the world. Saving. I think that we're all looking at a time of immense change. Any change, I think, are minimizing that.
Oh God, people are actually looking up to us.
You guys shrug the shoulders. It's not for the vanity, but I would not doubt if right now.
Fuck.
May we live in interesting times.
And he chuckles. And that, not something.
That's better than boring times.
It's,
You know what that old
No, it's
saying
not.
goes?
No,
given what we've been seeing the last few weeks, months, it's our new reality.
Look, you know what they say. Weak times breed breed weak people.
still got some
Weak
brain
people
damage.
bring
in those.
about hard times. Hard times bring about strong people.
The druid says, "People are people, and as to what occasions are, times do not make the circumstance."
I like
don't
that
know.
better.
Best people I've ever known had absolutely shitty upbringings.
Up with upbringing.
But I
We
have
only know what we.
Yeah, speaking of that, what are you guys planning to do to that ship?
Like, he kind of looks at the captain. He's like, "Captain's call." Captain says, "We haven't decided yet, but it'll probably be a decent."
I might have a better offer.
All right. Well, Navy is down a lot of ships, so
Considering what we do, what our goals are, and what it was said about being an inspiration to the people, wouldn't having a more iconic ship help spread that hope?
have them pay a crew of 50. Did you
Actually-
I do.
I do.
It's like
Actually,
I do, because everything in the family is mine now. And
You
if
kind of-
everyone in my family is dead, then I should probably do something with it.
And he kind of stops and he looks at you and he's like, I know your name is you. What is your last name?
Aster. I'm the last Aster.
And you're running around without guards?
Who did,
Well,
she
First
all
off-
the guards are dead.
first off,
Why would
fuck
she
you
need
for
guards?
thinking about they need them.
She is the holder of the Aster name, therefore the holder of the Aster estate,
Yes.
therefore one of the richest that currently exists.
I
And
don't
she
know if
cleaved
you.
A squid-faced fuck in half.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw any of the things that we did over the last couple of days, but she clearly does not need guards.
If were to die, their family is responsible for so much of the economy of Ayla, it might collapse already unstable system. The house no longer had some.
We technically don't already. People just don't know that.
We will keep her alive.
I am sure that there is a machination that live right now, lady. And I
Yes,
don't doubt that you don't know what it is because you're obviously young, and I'm assuming that your father passed away suddenly.
Yes, him and everyone else in the household,
Everyone.
guards included.
Well,
almost everyone.
Yeah, as aforementioned, she is the last.
His seneschal survives.
And the seneschal.
He's in Trask right now. We brought him with us when we left Ayla.
Does understand what you family has hold almost.
Yes, we used to have a planet. Well, a small one. A small one.
What I'm saying is that you have a diverse network across multiple planets.
Mhm.
Don't anything.
Well, I do. I mean, the Mistmother asked me to set out by myself first, and then I found Aom and everyone else. This is my life now, and
The
if
captain goes, but you don't, and you are a necessary part. And the archdruid kind of just like puts his staff out between you and him, and he says, "Hold."
the Mistmother calls a shit.
The archdruid says, economies are based, and the people face find them called champion.
Finally, someone gets it.
So can I buy Drake the ship?
He's
It's
like,
not the ship we need to buy, it's the crew.
Well,
And after-
everything you need for the ship.
I think
Since-
after today we might be able to get some volunteers.
let's talk about that after we.
So I
Yeah,
can't buy
I think-
Camilla a house, and I can't buy Drake a ship. This is bullshit.
No. He's not saying you can't, Utopia. Sweetie, he's
Of
not
all
saying
of
you
this
can't.
money,
We
for
just have.
nothing.
We just have to wait a little while. That's all
Okay.
we're saying.
You hear running footsteps, and you guys see Camille just like plow into Utopia.
Oh,
Oh,
There's even a small clang as she bounces off the breastplate of her armor.
oh no! Oh, no! She's gonna get a concussion.
She's kind of like,
Yeah.
ah.
you,
Like, are you okay? Are you
all right?
right?
Yes, I'm fine.
They said that you guys were like getting killed and stuff.
Well,
Not
half of
me,
us.
but
Oh, it was him.
Aeon-
Oh, good. I mean,
Okay.
not good. I didn't want you to.
No,
You know
it's
what
fine.
mean.
No, I
no,
expect
no,
it.
no. And Aeon too.
Yes,
Aeon's
Aeon,
fine.
Callie.
Camille
Drake.
looks over you, still holding her head, and she like glares at you.
Literally, what did we just had this
What
talk?
did we tell you?
We just had this conversation.
Are you allowed to die anymore?
I
I think we're of an agreement where nobody's gonna try to die anymore.
Yes,
Look,
I
no
think
one's
that
gonna
that is right.
try to die. But if I go out in a
Stop
spectacular
it.
fashion,
Will
cutting a
you
demon in
just
half,
Stop it!
Stop.
Sometimes
He
people just
really-
need reassurance. You don't need to speak truth all the time.
Just
half the shit I
smile.
say is a lie. Be
Just
thankful you're getting the truth.
smile and nod.
So
Jake.
as this argument
Smile and
begins
nod.
again,
Oh my
we will
God.
fade to black on this evening.
Oh, we can keep it going in the RP chat. Oh my God.
Yes, you can.
This is a
You're gonna
perfect
have a
scene
few
to
days
keep
of
going in the
downtime
RP
here, as you guys will be drafted to try and help as much in the city as you can using your talents and abilities, and you guys will have time to do things like discuss what you're gonna do. Absolutely, Utopia. If you literally pressure them, you can force them to give over the ship. They will ask for support in
Please.
some other way. But you can. They will give you the ship. They won't give you a crew because the Navy can't afford that. But
No,
they
but
will.
we can
They
get-
will let you take the ship.
We
My
can
God, can we
inspire
have a
people.
version-
We can inspire
Can
people.
we have a version of that scene in Pirates where they're trying to find people so they can like sell their souls, and it's just like a random sign-up sheet, and it's like, who's like, what is it about you that's like you're worthy of being on our ship? And they're like, I don't fucking know, and they're like, I bet, get on the ship.
Let's go. Let's go.
We'll take them.
I know
Say
so much
less.
like this crew you hired. I do. Fuck that guy.
All right. So,
It's Drake's ship. She's giving it to him as a present. He can
oh my
he
God.
can pick whatever crew he wants.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Oh no.
I just have
Scout's
that,
all gonna be
I
criminals.
just-
Every
I
one
just
of
have
them.
that David Chappelle line. They should have never given y'all money.
No, literally, everything is in
motherfuckers money.
Utopia's hands, and she's just like, economy. I don't know what that is. These people need money, so I'm just gonna kind of throw it at them. Oh, my friend wants a ship bet. Okay. My girlfriend needs a house that's safe, and all of us need magic friendship bracelets.
Are you kidding? We have a house now. It's called the ship.
Milagros,
It's
where can people
mobile
find
and
you on the
armed.
internet.
It's our house is armed. You can find me consistently here on Dinner and a Game Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, and Saturday mornings. I am still trying to find a fucking place to live, so everything else is on hold until then. The housing market is a nightmare, but I will be moving within the next like 2 weeks at the latest because I cannot keep pushing this. My sister has to start school. So yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Where can folks find you?
You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM, Sphinx Acosta, just about every other piece of social media. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can find me right here with Dinner in the Game, playing with these lovely people. Emerald Sanctums on Tuesdays, Kingdoms of Mist on Wednesdays. Every other Friday, you can find me with the Alex Baum channel, playing Initiative and Intrigue. We're playing this Friday. But the Fridays we don't do that, you can find me with the ADH Adventures channel, running my own campaign, Agents of the Circle, which is my Eberron Homebrew 5e campaign. We're getting ready to finish off a heist and finish off our 4th season. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Please check it out. And then on Saturdays, you can find me again with ADH Adventures, alternating between Heroes Arc and Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, which will be featured at Gen Con this year, live on stage. So, huzzah. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Huzzah. Excellent. Rob, where can people find you?
Here most of the time. And then sometimes on TikTok and sometimes on the lab whenever we stream.
Gotcha. And streaming is fun, but only when you have the spoon.
Exactly.
Cassie,
Yeah.
where can the folks find you?
Well, I exist sometimes on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Lady Vamp, consistently here on Wednesday nights as Callie, the baby spore druid. I also exist on ADH Adventures on Tuesday night. We're coming back soon for Turning Point. Yes, Lady Aurora, also known as Rory, Trauma Cleric. She will also be at Gen Con because we are also live there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Although we are missing somebody.
I wouldn't say missing. Lead him a little bit, and you'll be able to hit him right easy. He doesn't move fast. Sam, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Well, under normal circumstances, we would be playing. Well, I guess for me, it's today, later on this evening, over on turn to page 394's channel. But we are taking a slight break as we kind of need everyone for this, and one of our players is unable to make it. Other than that, you can of course find me here playing Drake, or on Tuesdays, which, if I remember correctly, we are still on a little bit of a break, as our lovely DM is still on their honeymoon. I think they will be just getting back when, well, Tuesday comes around. So we will not be back next week. I believe we will be back the week afterwards, though. So we get to see how the chaos involved as we go to hunt down a cult leader / former best friend. So that's going to be great.
Also slash your mom.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that too. That
Out
too.
of context, though, that is hilarious.
no slasher mom.
No, not slash your mom. Like
Slash your mom.
former best
Slash
friend
your mom.
/ your mom.
Well, it sounds like a joke. It's not a joke. We're hunting down your mom.
Yeah, that too.
The new comedy horror film on Dropout. Slash your mom.
Slash your mom.
Slasher
And
mom.
Oh
finally,
my
Liz,
god,
where
I
can we
want to
find
make
you?
this a thing.
You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Miss Liz. Obviously here on Wednesdays, and you can also find me back here on Saturday morning for our Monster Hearts 2 stream. Please come and join us for the literal Squirrel Court this coming Saturday. It's going to be great.
Yep, Squirrel Court is happening Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to throw this crew of chaos over to someone else's stream. And actually, I'm actually not going to do the typical and look for a D&D stream is going, because we're going to throw this over to Rosie Quartz. And in honor of this stream, last show creating Horny Jail, we are going to go to see the mistress of the spicy, and we're going to go say hi to Rosie Quartz. And when you get there, follow her content. She's an amazing content creator. She is an activist and speaks out for marginalized groups. She speaks out for sex workers real work, and she is one of the strongest advocates for trying to make that a reality. And she's an amazing creator, and would love you to support her if you can. So we're going to go ahead and give her a raid. Remember, at Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table. Make sure you stay safe when you go out. Make sure that you are doing social distancing. Make sure that you are, everything you can to keep yourself safe, because we want you to come back and join us show after show. I'm not looking at chat. We will see you guys on Saturday. Oh, so on Friday for number 1, the giveaway for the monthly mini, and number 2, we will see you on Friday for the next episode of Crossing the Veil, which is our Firefly game, and Saturday morning for Monster Hearts 2. So, thank you so much. We really, really love everybody, and we'll see everyone back here on Friday. And please be careful. Love you. And make sure that you take care of yourself. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Clear.
Okay, now I can breathe.
Ooh,
Wait, you
that
couldn't
was
breathe
tense.
before?
Oh,
That
now
was
I can
tense.
breathe.
That was